And we're here! Hello, everyone! Welcome to Rogue Trader! Hi.
Probably that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Everyone.
What, did you expect bells and whistles? What the fuck? Come on, man.
I mean, I could have gotten some.
One of them.
Oh, boy. Alright, yeah, welcome to our mishmash group in Rogue. Kidding me, YouTube.
Uh-oh. We're having technical difficulties.
It's not even my fault this time!
What is
Obviously.
How is it so predictably awful? I fucking hate YouTube streaming, man.
Oh man, we lost the dark powers, guys. Chaos is won. Trisky, we need to invest in a picture of like Gizmek with a wrench, like scratching his orc head, like looking at a broken toaster.
Yeah, I
and it
just need like a pure technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
I need that art for like I need like a gif of him just
Spell
banging the fucking computer.
T-E-K, first of all. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I need to spell it as
Fucking-
awfully as possible and just have it be a gif of him like banging a computer as hard as
Tech
possible
deep.
with his wrench.
Tech thief.
And no, it has to be like in the 40s, like cartoon style of like, you know, Mickey Mouse, except it's the orc.
Yeah, fucking goddamn like rubber hose style cartoon animation. Fucking Gizmek
Yeah.
banging the shit out of a computer with technical difficulty.
And then you have to have like the background. Yeah, you have to have the background music of like
Yeah,
like smooth jazz.
yeah, just like something like that. Oh, god damn it. All right. So for some reason, today of all days, it really doesn't want to cooperate with us. I don't know why. But we're going to push through anyway, and I'm just going to adjust the fucking bitrate and see if it'll cooperate then. We are
Boys,
live
it's
again, by the
unimaginable.
way. It reconnected shortly after I was bitching about that, so everyone got to hear our bullshitting about the technical difficulties.
It's the machine spirits, man.
The
Oh,
machine
no.
spirits have been sated by me asking them
Alright.
for less of their lunch money.
Put more oil on your PC quickly. I'll do the chanting. Nom nom.
Nom, nom, nom. All right. Anywho, let's do a little bit of a brief summary here. Background music of Tuba. Shut up. Goddamn chat. Somebody's actually in chat at the most like inopportune moment for me to try to actually get back on track. Oh god damn it. All right. Anywho, let's give a brief summary of what happened last time, and then we'll introduce ourselves for everyone that hasn't been here before. Hi. We are playing Rogue Trader. We are just about to go and explore a space hulk that our ship, the Blackstone, otherwise known as the BS, has found in orbit. We are an intrepid crew that got off of this space station after some git named Gizmek, who is my character, a orc mech boy who has a penchant for wanting to find violence and combat, broke into a fucking jail and broke out basically the majority of the crew minus one, who he wound up wrangling later on. And basically ran through the streets covered in blood. So yeah, there's a bunch of dumb shit that's happened thus far. We're not a super serial campaign, but we are serialized. Please love us. Next, my recaps are very out of sync right now, but you'll have to bear with me. So let's just go to the character introductions. I basically did mine, so next in line would be Holtz.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Rogue Trader Holtz. Last of his name, as of about in universe time, about 24 hours ago. I'm a rogue trader, as I said. I have literally so much money that I can slap people with it, and they'll do whatever I want. And I am the owner of the Blackstone. and technically, in universe, these guys are working for me after I hired them. But like, I mean, it's a party game, so and yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is
pretty
that,
much
is that
it.
my turn now? Okay. Well, I mean, it's my turn. That means I'm Yosef Linwood. I am the arch militant in this ragtag bunch of crazies, I guess, is one way of putting it. On the BS. And I'm basically the weapons guy. And I was stuck in a cell along with Holt and a couple of the other guys that you'll meet shortly. And once I was cracked out of the cell by the nutty orc over there, I teamed up with Holt, and the rest is history, basically. So, yeah. That's me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Malukai. Didn't mean to steal the Markiplier intro, but I am the head astropath on the Blackstone, considering that the other one is kind of stuck in the wall and can't really do anything else. Holtz came to me with my familiar friend Gizmek after nearly breaking down my door, and gave me an opportunity that I really couldn't, but didn't want to refuse. With that, I'm hoping to seek the likes of adventure, honing my psychic powers as an astropath for the Emperor. And hopefully get along with some fun adventures along the way.
Yep. I am Sator. I can say. Yes, you can say it. I can see because funny, haha. I am the navigator of this. Well, not the only navigator of this ship, but the navigator newly added to the group. And I've also been in the prison, basically. I'm not the greatest character introduction, of course.
It's got a third eye. I just realized I only unmuted myself in the Discord for that. You're nobody in the stream heard my orky voice.
Damn.
And with that, we would hand it over to our lovely GM, Zach.
Yeah. We pick up this session. Well, about a day or two after we finish off the last one, as the ship has been kind of floating around this thing that would look like a moon from a distance, but as you get closer, you'd notice all of these random spikes jutting out of it. And as you get even closer, you'd be able to kind of make out like the outlines of ships that are just mashed into this mass that is a space hulk, which is basically the result of just dozens upon hundreds upon thousands of ships getting mashed together in the warp and eventually spat out at random intervals. And it's often full of old goodies, which is why the characters come here. They found a few nice places that they could go to. Decided to not go to the Necron ship yet. Instead found a ship that was about 6,000 years old. That was like plopped into the thing. They decided to go and check that out. And, well, they decided on that entry point, as you see the Blackstone kind of like coming up, kind of floating around and shifting its engines a bit to get into the exact perfect position, and then unloading a barrage into the side of this ship just to blow a hole into it. Like several volleys kind of going into smashing out like a big chunk out of the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
As like the smoke clears, a very tiny ship drops out of the bottom and heads in towards that hole.
Gentlemen, the first thing you need to know about working with me is that I like to make an entrance.
I approve.
Wow, that is a lot of bodies floating in the space. Yeah, that's a rat over there. I can see that for sure. A lot of debris. Okay. As like Malachi's looking out the window.
Gizmek just looking at him and just like sees one and just like, why is that one hatch all green on the end?
That one I don't know. We should probably
Let's
get-
go!
Yeah. Or the shuttle.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys get in your little shuttle, and the pilot starts taking you in, kind of like avoiding all the random bits of debris, kind of scanning the place. The Blackstone, with its very good sensors, kind of tell you a point and gives you roughly a path that seems to be clear, but there's a lot of interference with this stuff, so that you might have to deviate from it. Kind of get that uploaded into all of your compads and that, so you have a little map. The pilot eventually finds a place where there's enough room to set the ship down. He kind of comes in and he sets that in. And you guys would know from here, it'd be about a day, maybe a day and a half if there's like detours of walking to get to where that ship is. So the pilot kind of turns to you guys and say, you guys want me to hang out here and wait for you, or should I head back to the ship?
I recommend I'd recommend heading back to the ship. If we need you, we'll call you. And if we do need you, we probably won't be anywhere near here.
Alright. You all got your suits on? We're in the void for, well, a minute until you get inside. Blow a big hole in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Unless someone wants to try breathing in space, but yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
So yeah, the back doors of the Arvis later kind of swings down, opening up to the void as all the air just gets sucked out of the ship. You guys presumably head out and go towards the door.
Hi.
He is intact enough. Yeah, it does seem to be locked. It's just like big, like kind of like Irish shut door. You guys are followed out from your ship by a group of 10 guys wearing these like thick, clunky, like armored void suits as well. And you guys decided to bring a group of guys with you. So you do have armsmen on the ship, and they'll be following you around.
Hey.
Mhm.
You
Hey,
can
you
you
guys
can
want to try and get through this door?
you can presume that Gizmek is running up ahead, and as anything, he is very likely already pulling out his power axe and attempting to fucking saw through shit.
Yeah, so you guys see him running at this bulkhead door with an axe.
Captain, do you wish me to stop him?
No, this is funny. In the meantime, see if there's a cogitator that's linked to the door. Otherwise, we can blast through it with a crack.
Gizmek is running at the door with his chainsword.
Well,
Yeah, you're not gonna miss. Check, is it actually a chainsword?
it's a good
axe.
craftsmanship
axe,
chain
yeah.
axe. Yeah.
Roll intimidate.
Go intimidate. All right, let me get that.
Intimidate the door.
I was just like looking if there's a skill.
Wow, I
like
almost
breaking
didn't
things down.
fail. Is that good enough?
The intimidate was a joke.
I know. That's a joke too.
So why
I
did
almost
you
didn't
fucking-
fucking fail.
So you wrote intimidate below, but intimidate is up there. It's one of the skills. I was just looking for if there's an actual skill for like breaking something down, but not really. So I guess tech use with strength. I'd let you have that because you do have the +10. Yeah, so if you want to roll tech use using strength to see how well you smash open this door. Yeah. Yes, as the rest kind of fan out and start trying to find like a way to unlock the door. You see the. Actually, no, you wouldn't hear anything. You're in the void, and you can just like feel the boom.
Fuck it, give us noises. Noises is funny.
You're just feeling him impacting the side of this ship through your boots. Maglock to the metal, and eventually you can look over and see him. Basically, here's Johnny. He's way through the thing, kind of tearing a few holes, kind of ripping them open a bit more. And yeah, after takes a good few minutes because it is a fairly thick door, but with your strength and a chain axe, it's not too long before he manages to rip a hole big enough that you kind of squish through.
Just as,
Like,
as the
jagged,
final part
like,
of it
sparking
opens up,
hole.
Gizmek makes a note of, like, with a little bit of flair, just kicking the last bit in.
And yeah, I was gonna say roll something, but you wouldn't check. Yeah, you kind of torn open the hole. You kind of break off the most jagged bit, and it's gonna be a bit of a squeeze for Gizmek, but everyone else can fit through fairly easily. It just takes like 10-15 minutes to get done.
Yeah, Zach, could I roll awareness to see if I noticed as Gizmic was ripping open the door if any oxygen was beginning to leave?
It's like, actually, yeah, Gizmek can notice this as he's torn holes. There's like a breeze coming through that like your suit is registering.
Okay.
Because it's a thing that, yeah. There's not really many cases of explosive decompression, so yeah, it's like, oh hey, let's head out here and start slowly emptying. But you guys also have suits, that doesn't really matter.
Oh no, we've doomed this space Hulk to lose oxygen in the 51st millennia.
Yeah.
Oh no, the inhabitants inside are going to just die.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
mean, guys, if we did have oxygen in there, we could use our armor instead of void suits. That's kind of
Yeah,
bad for us, I'm just saying.
Yeah, if there's like things that don't need oxygen, that starts to become a problem. But that's neither here nor there. We
Yeah,
ain't
just
putting
reminding
it
you, I
around.
should probably check to see if there's a thing for if void suits have armor. If not, they'd have like a bit.
There's already toughened void suits, which give you like 2 armor. So,
Yeah.
but since we have normal void suits, it's just toughness bonus.
Alright, so only.
Oh, yeah, only
So,
toughness. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
still have 10.
you don't have armor on. Yeah, so it's 10. You've seen this armored
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah, Gizmek is fine with the void suits. that's
I
fine.
give as little of a shit.
Yeah, because I see you guys have like several like large backpacks with your armor in it. And it's kind of like your armsmen have like thick, bulky, like extra armored void suits because they're used to fighting in that stuff, while you guys aren't.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine
You
we
guys have
walk
broken
through and
away.
so what's this new room like?
You walk in to see some like it's like corridors along this ship. Yeah, the ship has one of the good scanners. Yes, this is some form of like trade vessel from a while ago, but massively heavily damaged. There's just like a few corridors that are still part of it. It's mostly just like shattered into it. Then you guys know that as you go along, the architecture is going to massively shift, like every couple hundred feet. It's Space Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just dozens of ships all mashed together. So you could walk through a section as part of one ship into another section, back into the same ship, without turning.
Since it's like a narrow section, I'll have the flamer head in first.
Sending
And he has permission to use his discretion as needed.
So Jimmy starts taking the lead.
For like this like narrow corridor section, since he is a flamer. Yeah.
Starts taking the lead a bit, and the rest of you following fairly close behind.
Yeah.
Who is off doing something quick, but presumably also very near the front with his chain axe.
Zach, would it be alright if I did a active science check, trying to see if there's any interferences with the warp via object, entity, or anything going on that isn't our discretion?
Roll that.
Should I do
Alright,
the
Roll
same?
that.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
want.
you already. Yeah, I'm just gonna do
You
it
can
because.
both roll. You can both roll.
Yeah.
Well, let me find where. There it is.
Ah.
Damn.
Yeah, well, even with -7, you didn't fail too much. You could
Yeah.
both definitely tell there is definitely some more corruption just in the structure, but that is to be expected because it is a Space Hulk.
Okay.
And yeah, if that Malachi, you'd know that being in here for too long is likely to have some form of like light lasting effects. Essentially, like you spend too long, you might gain some insanity or possibly even corruption. But like a day and a half or like a couple days should be fine. It's like if you stayed in here for like a week, that would be bad.
So if people were to like say get stranded here for like months on end, then there may be some influence.
Somebody
of past.
has been yeah. Plus this ship just came out of the warp. So unless some other ship got here first and the Blackstone hasn't noticed them, they've probably just been here since it last came into the Materium. And unlikely to be in a good state if they've just been living on the ship while it was in the warp. Because you'd also notice no active Gala fields in the section you're in. There might be some areas where it does have it, but not here. So demons are able to just walk around freely in this thing.
Oh boy.
By the Emperor, this is an unholy place. Let us not dilly-dally for too long, yeah.
See? You're gonna start going.
Never
kind of
playing, dude.
following the path. Yeah. You're gonna start going, kind of following the path. And somebody roll me a d12.
I got it.
Again. Hey.
9.
So you guys start heading on through, kind of following the path that you've given, kind of passing through several different forms of architecture. And like, that'll also be a thing of, are you like following the path directly? Are you like scanning, fanning out and trying to like search other things as you go? Like, how is Holtz organizing this?
Holtz would like to search other things because, like, it's a space Hulk and he wants valuable things. So,
And also,
like,
what would
if
be the
there's like
marching
shit that he
order?
can find,
What would be the marching order as well? Like, how's everybody going?
I know I put Flamer guy in front.
Yeah, so the Guardian guys
for at least like narrow quarters.
Would also be there. Yeah, so the corridors like shift and move, so it kind of widens and then shrinks. Like in a couple of spaces, it shrinks up, kind of like submarine width. You're gonna have having to go single file. Other places, it widens up. You can basically all walk abreast. So just like the general line of how would it go. Like the arms would up near the front, presumably Gizmek with them.
Right up front.
The rest-
I
I'd
assume,
probably be somewhere in the middle.
And probably be maybe not at the very back, but probably close to the back, considering the weapon I've got.
Let's say to our Malachi want to be in the back.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like in the. Yeah, I'd also be towards the back.
Yeah, like this.
Where?
That.
Up top.
This roughly, or like this. How's it going? There's not a generic single file to go from, like, so depending on what you guys encounter.
I would recommend Joseph in the very back, but that's just me considering
Yeah.
I'm just a weak psyker. Don't worry, my friend. I will protect you by shouting.
As you guys go, so you come across several doors as you go. And so since Gizmek is at the front, like, would you try to open them first, or do you just smash them open? Like, would you try to press
Gizmek,
the open button?
as we've established in session 1, Gizmek is capable of understanding that things might be able to open first. But whenever they don't open for him immediately, he is prone to smashing them. So he'll try and open them first.
Yeah, so as you go, you kind of manage to open a few, and you can you kind of go through the next area, hit the button, that one opens, and atmosphere starts blowing out. You guys head through, the door closes behind you, and you know you're in a section that does have atmosphere. So how are you guys going to be doing your void suits? Are you just going to leave them on the entire time? Do you want to try and switch them out when you have atmosphere to work with?
You know what? Malachi's going to take the risk. He's going to take off his void suit and put on his armor.
Same. I'm also going to put on my armor.
Gizmek's not going to be
It is
too
a thing
bothered,
that-
all things considered.
Yeah. It's like Warhammer does a realistic atmosphere, it's not like you press a button and everything gets sucked out if you open into the void. If you press the button, you might like stumble forward and the air is going out and you can close the door again. So generally it'd be reasonably safe unless something happens, like blows off a section of the wall or something.
I
So
mean,
it might be dangerous.
the guys still have their armored void suits, so I'd probably just let them do the.
Yeah. Well, does Gizmek let them go?
Gizmek is keeping his void suit on and leaving forward, so he's gotta be leading anyway.
Yeah,
He's
so
not too
Gizmek
bothered.
and the walkers. Yeah, the Gizmek and the walkers kind of lead from the front, wearing their armored void suits.
I don't have an armored void suit. I just have a void suit. I just have fucking unnatural toughness. So.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yay for being an orc! Orchards the meanest and the greatest!
Yeah, so as you go along, kind of like, yeah, so as you kind of walk along the corridor, Gizmek at the front would notice this. You know, it starts to feel almost like you're walking through water. It's kind of like not quite. It's not that resistant, but you start to feel like the air's like gotten like thicker and it's getting hard to move.
Gizmek like slushes his feet around and does like feeling of water and sees if he can like splash it off.
Yeah, so you start to, like move around, like you can like feel yourself pushing it out of the way, but then more comes in. It's like being underwater, but it's air. So you can
Oh,
see
I didn't
normally
sign up
see-
for a beach trip!
Yeah, it's like you guys see Holt just Gizmek just down the corner, kind of like flailing at the air for some reason,
Gizmek,
and shouting over the box about a beach trip.
the hell are you on about, Gizmek?
Shit feels like water!
How far ahead is he? Like,
He's like 5 meters or so. It's just like him, the guardsman, then you. Yeah, so I assume you guys aren't spreading out too much. Yeah, it's not too
Yeah.
far ahead. He's like down the
what-
corridor.
I look at the sergeant who's still in his void suit. Do I notice beach weather?
Yeah, so you kind of like
Oh.
listen to the feeling, thinking of like does a hand gesture in like the battle code, and one of them steps forward and kind of like starts moving around a bit and kind of nods. Seems that the atmosphere is shifting a bit. Don't even know what that is though.
Shifting atmosphere.
Yeah, you can like
It
gets
pisses
out
me
like, a
off!
scanner. Yeah, he kind of like
Just-
gets
that
out a
just means-
scanner and starts like scanning the
Ins-
atmosphere.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Pressure, right?
You roboted and cut out a little bit there, Holtz.
Yep.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so if you give him a minute, the captain will like scan it. You get out his all specs. You know, give it a quick scan.
And so
Yeah,
we do
you guys
so.
let that happen. Yeah. So he does that, and he's like, it's a very thick atmosphere is still breathable.
Keep moving then. Don't have all day to wait here.
Yeah, you guys move forward, and yeah, as Holt's the first one into it, it almost feels like walking into a spider web. He's walking like you can feel the air on your face. It's like you can like breathe. You can breathe, but it's like you gotta like put the effort in, suck the air in. It's
So
definitely
basically, like a bad day on
breathable,
a
but
hive.
very thick. Yeah, it's like the air's just gotten thick.
Damn, that
Yeah,
air
which
is
is-
thick as fuck!
Which would also sound very weird to anybody in the group that knows science. Because if the atmosphere here is thick, it should shift and move, but it's not. Just this area just has a really thick atmosphere for some reason.
Oh, it's warp fuckery.
Presumably. That will be the explanation for about 80% of the weird stuff that happens in here.
Yeah, basically.
You guys continue walking through that for a bit, and then, since you're at the front, Gizmek, roll me an awareness.
Alright.
You have an 18. yeah, the thick atmosphere just be a +10. Because that'll kind of like deafen the sound a bit.
Awareness with a +10, you said?
You have 1 in 4 chance. Nope. Yeah, so Gizmek keeps going forwards. And so, yeah.
Whatever.
You get surprised. You get surprised a bit as like this area's kind of widened out a bit. A couple people can walk abreast. You're kind of there next to a few of the guards, and you didn't hear it coming. And you see kind of like from up ahead, you see this like human in this like these like black robes, seemingly kind of like comes running around the corner, kind of breathing heavily, seemingly more from exertion than from the atmosphere. So, yeah, you'd all see it. It's about like 20 meters down the hallway.
Uh,
You see that this man just comes running on, kind of like looks around, spots you guys.
I charge him.
Gizek just takes his axe and starts running. Yeah, so he like looks, yeah, turns to run, and then seems to look up, and then freezes.
Sees an orc. The orc starts charging him.
Yeah, yeah. So he looks at you, sees you, like turns to run, then he seems to, like look up, seemingly add something, and then yeah. So then I might put Gizmek off a second to this large, but she probably about the size of Gizmek. So Gizmek size alien that drops down. It's got 2 legs, 3 arms. There's like purple skin, a thick carapace. Just kind of spears 2 of its arms into the guy. The guy starts seemingly dying on these blades.
Gizmek looks at it. It's a fight! Charges it even harder.
How the rest of you reacting? As if
I just
anybody
saw-
has any kind of lore about Xenos, they can roll to see if they know what that is.
I am a xenophile, if that matters at all. I don't have any like forbidden lore Xenos, but I have like
Have
Fuck's sake.
common law Imperium. Just something like that, right?
I do have that. Yes.
Hold up a moment. Hold
So
up a
see,
moment.
good
Fucking button presses by accident. Almost started up fucking other entire campaign intro.
amazing.
Thank you, Stream Deck. I appreciate you. All right, we're
So
back.
you
We're
could,
good.
you could try common law Imperium to see if you know what this is.
All right. Would that be any negatives or penalties or just straight?
Yeah, that's a flat.
I rolled a natural 100.
Damn.
It's
Yeah,
some
you have
kinda
no
alien.
fucking clue. It is
It's an alien.
purple, and it has arms.
It is
And it is
definitely
killing things.
And
It's
your
somebody
orc
quite
is
friendly.
charging it.
I mean, I just saw it kill somebody, so yeah, no, I'm just.
It might be quite friendly. That might just be its culture's way of a hug. I'm waiting for it not to be what I actually think it is. I'm waiting for you to just literally pull like a fucking alien from like actual alien from us.
Oh no.
It's not
Okay,
even 40k
roll
universe. You're just tossing that shit.
Roll
where's the-
initiative.
Where the fuck is initiative on this sheet again? God damn.
I don't think there is a button. I think it's just D10 plus agility bonus.
Yeah,
Oh,
D10
boy.
plus agility.
I got a 3.
7.
14.
Can I at least like half move because of the initial
1d10
charge?
Wait, no.
plus 3.
Yeah, that's why you're ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No.
that would make sense then. All right, cool.
Uh,
And the fucking navigator is already ready to stun lock this thing.
Give me a second.
Wait, this isn't how the line order was going because Joseph would have been behind.
Yeah, I haven't shifted.
Yeah.
I haven't put them in order yet.
Okay.
Also, why is there
So the system needs to roll.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm just
You rolled you
trying
got
to remember
13,
what
yeah.
the roll is again.
Reaper Joe
What's
got
the
a
plus
14.
on me again?
Your agility
It's your
bonus.
agility bonus.
You
Oh,
have a
agility
7
bonus.
agility bonus?
No, I have 2 things that give me a total of +3 on top of my agility bonus.
Oh, for initiative.
Nice.
All right.
2 initiative.
Agility bonus is the first number of your agility, basically.
Yeah,
Oh,
the tens digit of
The
your agility
10.
score. Math. Oh yeah, I keep accidentally turning off my phone screen. I'm to try and mitigate all this fucking dumb frame drop shenanery because I'm pretty sure just my internet provider or something is like dogging with me right now or some shit. I'm combating it by having the chat on my phone instead of my computer and removing everything I can from my computer. It is still fucking with me. And I
got,
keep accidentally
6,
like
by the way.
closing the phone. 6 plus 6 total. All right. So you got more than Malachi.
Oh.
My initiative is fucking 20, mate. It's not good.
Your agility,
you rolled
your
a-
And I rolled
agility,
a nat 1.
your agility is on par with Gizmex before I raised it
Oh,
when we
boy.
leveled up between this session and last session.
You rolled a 1 while I rolled a 10. Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I could spend a fate point, but I won't.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Holtz. Holtz reacts first as he sees filthy Xenos kind of drop from the ceiling and stab a guy.
Yeah, no, I'll pull up my my plasma pistol and just take a shot at it.
I'm assuming I would still be
I will
holding
take-
my axe, by the way. Can I assume that much?
Yeah. Yeah, you started
Uh,
charging. You've got your guns out already. I assumed you guys have been like walking around with your weapons out because it is a space Hulk.
Yeah, probably. So
Like,
I
when
will
the
take a
situation
half.
is bad, I assume you'd be traveling with your weapons. Yeah.
So you could probably get a half aim out of this, assuming you don't
Yeah,
move.
that's what I'm saying. Half action aim, and I will take a shot with my plasma pistol. I'm assuming that I'm within 60 meters.
Yeah, the whole map, like from top to bottom,
It's
is
like
22.
22 meters, yeah.
Yeah, so
You're
I
less
will.
than 20 meters away. So you could melt a
Within
gun
fif-
this thing if you had one. Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
no,
good
I'm not
short
within.
range.
I'm not within short range yet. No,
Well, what's the range of your plasma pistol?
30. So 15 would be
Damn,
short range.
that is a short range.
Yeah. So plus 10 to this half action aim. I could have semi-autoed, but that's a hit, I think.
Yep.
For 10 energy damage,
10 damage with 710.
6 pen.
6 pen, that's clip size you're looking at.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you fire that bolt, you hit in the 12.
Actually, I think let me double check clip size, but
You hit it in one of its arms. It has 3.
Oh, you didn't hit it in the left leg?
Should have been the left
Yeah.
arm at least.
You hit it in one of its right arms.
No.
Oh boy.
and did I do any damage whatsoever?
Yep, you bring it up and you fire that.
The
That's
air
a
around
hidden for
us
some
sets
reason.
on fire, we all die. TPK.
Right, so it's, oh wait, it can try to. Actually, wouldn't want to dodge this. It's 10 damage. 6 pens. You'd ignore its. You'd ignore its thing. That would be 4 damage. Yeah, it'll take that. Yeah, because you fire this bolt of plasma, kind of shoots past Gizmek's shoulder and slams into this thing's arm, kind of burning a hole into it, taking this chunk out of the carapace. Sator.
Yep. This thing is likely to get closer to us, and I'm not in range to use late bloody the lidless there. So I'm just gonna use my Archaeotech last pistol, which has a range of 90 meters.
Yep, that'll be short range.
So to burst fire, that just uses my entire turn for it, basically.
Yeah, well, I assume you'd have it out, so you could do a.
I have
half-aim.
quick draw. I have quick draw anyway.
Yes, either way. Yes, you can half aim to get a bonus and then shoot it in the face.
Or I can try to burst fire if I want to. I suppose.
Oh, I know exactly what Xenos it is.
Yep.
I think we all did.
Yep.
I know we all did, but
Yeah,
I was
that's
waiting
fairly
for him to be
recognizable.
like, "Hey, it looks very much like that thing." Too bad it's actually an alien from Aliens. Prepare to get fucking like face hugger, you
Acid-blooded.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, that would be an interesting twist.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
gonna
yet to
try
be
to
apparent.
Yeah,
burst
Gene Stealers
fire.
had, like, God, what are they called? I forget what the aliens from Aliens are called.
Xenomorphs.
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 Xenomorphs, yeah.
They are very similar creatures, except
Yeah.
the Gene Stealer has more arms. Is about the only difference.
Yeah.
The Gene Stealer has more arms, but the Xenomorph has acid blood. That's the difference.
What do I get for close range?
Short range is a +10, but that should be one of the options when you go through.
I just add 10, right? At the modifier.
There should be options for range and that when you go through.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to burst fire. And
Nice.
I succeed and I roll damage 2 more times because I have a burst fire of 3.
Yep.
Uh,
Damage. With 2 pen.
Yep.
There was. Okay, so with 2 pen,
Yep.
All of the
where
shots
you-
glance off.
Yeah.
you're hitting in the 3, so that's the head. So first shot hits like the bony ridge on its forehead. Doesn't seem to do anything. The second shot hits on, like, glances off like the dome of its head. The third shot shoots it in the mouth, and it hits some of the teeth, and there's like a burn on its gums. Takes 1 damage.
Amazing.
Wow.
Armor.
This is
Yeah, that is
fun.
the downside of
So-
Lazar.
It has 10 soak, pretty much.
Yes.
This is a big fucking boy.
Alright. The soldiers. Holtz, what are you gonna have them doing?
For right now, I'm gonna have Flamer Boy stand back, and I'm gonna have the walkers take out their las guns, and I'm just gonna have them burst fire all of them at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
since
so
las
they-
guns have a range of 100 meter, that's plus 20 to their attack.
Yeah, so they get the short range and a +10 for being a horde. So that'd be, a total of a target of 55.
And as the dog barks in the background.
It's war cry.
It's a war cry.
Yeah, they get +10 from the range, +10 from the number of them, and they can get another +10 if they aim.
They're going to semi-auto burst, so that'd be another +10 instead of aiming.
Alright. Yep, fair. Roll the attack. So D100, target of 65.
14. And
Nice.
because I think all 3 of their attacks
That's
hit.
Yeah, that's 5 degrees of success. So that is 3 hits on the thing, but because they are a horde, each hit does 2d10 plus 3.
Nice.
Because they are a horde and there is 8 las guns all hitting.
So 14. I don't know what their pen is. They have 0 pen. That's right.
I have 0 pen. That's 4.
Well,
2,
2.
4.
Well, they did a
last
total
shot.
of 10 damage between them.
Owie.
Owie.
You're hurting my Tyranid. Stop it.
That's how you get las guns to hurt, is you just use 10 of them. Like, you point enough laser pointers at a spot, it will melt.
Yeah.
So the next upgrade, a giant magnifying glass is the horde in front of the group.
I need to look up something because I honestly forget what it does. I have it written down, but I forget the full effects of it. But I do have bionic locomotion for my charge, for my sprint shit.
Yeah, it helps you.
I have brutal charge,
Oh.
furious assault, and sprint bionic locomotion.
Yeah, brutal charge is you get +3 damage on a charge. I'm not sure about the others.
All right.
Alright, so that's the squad. They all just unload. Well, you have a moment to think.
Oh, that's for tests made for sprinting, shit, jumping and
But
leaping.
you
All
have
right.
a moment to think, though, and like figure out
Wait.
what they all do. As
that
Gizmek just hears a scream of "Whoa!" As you see an orc, probably about a head taller than Gizmek, just comes running out of the side passage,
Oh, okay.
and then
All right.
just
This bitch
I'm just
steals my
saying
kill.
that
He's getting his
if-
head chopped off.
If a chaos, wait, hold on a minute. So that guy in the black robes could have been a chaos follower. This is a tyrannid. That's an orc. Oh my god, we got a triple standard. Holy shit.
Oh god.
Welcome back.
Hello.
The baby has been vanquished. Thank God.
thankfully.
Just starts regenerating.
Yeah, she's a perpetual, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Oh. There is no escape.
You see this just, about a head taller than Gizmek, this orc with this very big axe, and this armor that looks like it's probably made from ripping out portions of the ship and bolting them into his body, comes running out with his axe. And you'll see on its mouth of this very crudely made respirator, so some kind of breathing apparatus on its face, and it comes running out screaming "Wah!" and bringing this axe down on the thing. And it rolls a 9.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Does the thingamabob get a dodge or nah?
I was surprised by this. It did not. It did
Oh,
not
no.
attack me. So
Everything
it
in the
cannot.
room was.
The orc weirdly rolled the orc rolled really good in his stealth for somehow. I don't know how.
Is it painted
No.
purple?
Is it purple?
Yeah, he rolled I think it was a 3 on his stealth. So it managed to sneak up on the game dealer somehow. And that is 22 damage.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
It's going to end up kill stealing
That
after
is-
this, right?
2 pen. So that would be 8 soak. So that's
Is he dead?
That is. Well, I mean,
yes, I think
from seeing the health bar,
Yeah.
I'm going to safely
And to the
assume that
to
is
the
a
head.
dead xenomorph.
yeah. So
To the-
22 minus the 8. Yeah, it did. It can't
Man,
survive that. That's more than 10 critical damage. That always kills.
Man bonked.
Oh god.
Imagine going into a mini boss fight and having some random orc yoink your kill off you.
Oh, don't
Right.
worry.
Oh, as-
Gizmek isn't going to let that.
Gizmek, but no, this isn't just some random orc, judging by its size. This is, and please refrain from giggling like a 12-year-old, an orc knob, which is short for noble. And it's basically just an even bigger orc.
Oh no.
Yeah, they tend to be like the bodyguards and that of the war boss, or just the biggest and toughest of a war. Comes running out, smashes this big axe down, kind of taking the thing's head off, and then stomping on its body a few times. As there's no,
You get! You steal my kills!
Yeah, he's kind of looks at you, kind of squints a bit, like, "Why you ain't killed those zoomies yet?" Sorry. "Why you ain't killed those zoomies yet? You get."
What are you talking about? None of your business! You steal my kills!
Oh, Gizmo, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Well, this git just fucking stole my kill. I'm going to charge him.
Perfectly normal orc response.
What's your charge range?
Well, I was hoping that you would at least give me enough range to fucking charge it, considering the... I really
Yeah.
feel like bionic locomotion should at least give you a minor up to charge because as per my sheet, it says my charge should be 9 meters, but I have fucking bionic legs.
It's like 2 extra meters. What
Like
is the
rule
implant that you
of
have?
cool orc angry it.
Yeah. What is the thing that you have?
I have bionic locomotion
What do you have, like?
sprint.
Uh,
I also have brutal charge and furious assault, so I feel like realistically I should be able to do it. Considering I was already like mid sprint at the beginning of this anyway to get to the Tyrannid.
Also,
Yeah.
he's very angry.
Bionic Corporation gives you the sprint talent.
The sprint is just supposed to be like a full turn thing. You can double your movement speed
Yeah.
but suffer fatigue.
Um,
When taking the full move action, this character can move an extra number of meters equal to his agility bonus, so I can
Yeah,
move an
I'll say,
additional
like,
3.
since you're an orc, we can kind of shift that to be instead of like increasing your sprint, it increases your charge, but does the same thing.
Right.
So you can
Yeah.
increase your
Oh
charge.
yeah,
rate,
it
but
would
take-
increase it by 3, which would have been enough.
Yeah, so we'll just shift that. Say that's what your implant does because you're an orc. So you can just kind of change that to be to your charge range rather than to your.
Hell
range.
yeah. Charge this
That's
knob.
kind of it's orky enough that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
You charge. I don't think taking your level of fatigue.
Actually, I also reread it and that's only if I use it 2 turns in a row. I reread it, so I actually
right.
don't take that yet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
yeah, that's
explorer
fair.
takes 1 level of fatigue if he uses this talent 2 turns in a row. Woo! So I actually am still at 0 levels of fatigue.
As what does it look like when Gizmek uses his cyborg legs to run?
They just sort of
His-
like
his charge.
considering they are very 100% likely Gizmek's own creation, they probably just whir and spark very loudly, and then he just goes into like a full bore, like goddamn. Have you ever watched videos of, you know, like the Olympics and seen like the South African and like Kenyan athletes sprinting? It's just that. It's just that, except angrier. Much angrier. Much
I'm also imagining
angrier.
Pistons and all that stuff.
Just mentioning.
He's like Usain
Yeah, so
Bolt,
Pistons kind of almost like
except he wants to chop your arm off.
Usain Bolt.
Oh,
just
God.
sprinting in your face.
And so he's
you
up
guys
in this.
just like hear like a hiss of steam and like the pounding of, well, his feet and some pistons. He just sprints forward faster than you've seen him move before.
All
He
right.
just goes at the guy.
All right. My good craftsmanship gives me a +5. Charging gives me a +10. So this would be a +15 to hit.
Yep.
Does the captain want to give me an additional +10 to hit, or do we think that my 65 will hit?
For shits and giggles, as he's going, just like go get him. So yeah, no, get a +10.
What?
No,
The fuck? No, I'm using a fate
Oh
point.
no.
Do I even have?
Wow.
What the fuck? I'm assuming we got our
Two.
fate points back, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get 8 points back at the start of every
I'm
session.
re-rolling that shit.
And
Fuck you.
That's
I
impressive.
realized something. Mob rule doesn't specify friendly orc, so technically that applies here. It doesn't help him. I just find it funny.
I
Well,
fucking
we're
hate
having a
this game,
+10.
man. I fucking hate my rolls today.
I-
Yeah, I needed
that's
your
all you
+10.
needed?
I needed your +10. Turns out.
Since he is an elite and he doesn't have the best ability, but he's going to try to dodge that. He gets an 82, so no.
18 rending damage to
So?
pen.
That is
I mean, wouldn't it
And
be a better-
well, I
That is-
forget what Furious Assault does, but I think that basically means I get another attack.
27, you hit him in the left arm for
Where's-
18 damage to pen, but is 20 damage to his arm, which has a soak of 13, so that is 7 damage. just run and slam your chain axe into his shoulder, kind of chipping off, like chewing through the metal there, leaving a deep gouge through it.
And
not causing
I
anything
have
horrific.
the skill Furious Assault, which as I read through, basically means that if I succeed a weapon skill check, which this is, I get a second basic attack. I don't know if that one gets the modifiers though.
Yeah. If you successfully hit using an all-out attack, is what Furious Assault is. This was a charge, not an all-out attack.
Wait, what? No, it just said weapon skill. Furious Assault on a successful weapon skill test, gain a free second attack. That's what it says here.
That's in the.
Is that what you wrote on your sheet?
That's what it says in the rulebook that I have up.
Well, I've got here Trader,
the
Furious
exploits-
Assault.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. It's if he successfully hits his target using the all-out attack action, he may spend his reaction to make an additional attack using the same bonuses. You gotta scroll down.
That's the short version.
Yeah.
That's the short version. You go to the full details.
Yeah.
That's like a summary for it.
Mhm.
God
Yeah,
damn
you
you,
just spent
short
the whole turn
versions
just
not
attacking.
being fully descriptive and being a
Yeah.
shortened version of the thing. I wanted to get a
That
second
just-
attack on this kill stealing asshole. Oh well.
Just
Alright, yeah,
getting
I'll
screwed
accept
over
it.
by
I'll accept that. Yeah. All right, fine. Well, I get that
Comb-orktion.
one attack. You said it was his left arm.
Yeah.
All right. 18 to hit, 2 pen. What was it?
It was 7 damage to him total. There's 20 damage and he had 13 armor.
All right.
Because these ways, when they have enough armor, just add the pen to the damage to make it easier.
All right, and that's Gizmek's turn.
Joseph.
Malachi's gonna kind of put his hand on Joseph's shoulder, just like look at him, just like, sure you want to steal a kill from an orc?
I'm gonna briefly think about it and then just look at both the orcs and then kind of look at Holtz and kind of tap his shoulder and bring him into the conversation. And then
I will
motion,
respond on my
Malachi.
turn.
You can talk out of your turn. It's like D&D
Okay.
or talk
In
free
that
action.
case, I was gonna do what I was gonna say is like, let the orcs talk it out. I'm sure they have much to catch up on.
I'll shrug and then go to like pull the brim of my hat down, then remember I'm wearing the suit and then kind of sadly just back off instead.
Yeah, try and pull down your hat.
Hey, kids,
and
wanna
just
see
inside
a
the
demo?
helmet. It's gonna look like you're scratching your head.
Yeah. And go, oh.
As there's actually something that you actually can't use your eye while you have the suit on because you can't remove your blindfold.
So he's just like, dig as he's trying to reach for
You
it.
have to awkwardly try to rub your head against the suit to try and get it off.
Just imagining
accidentally-
And if you're get rid of it.
just blindly walking into the wall of the ship.
Yeah, the blindfold goes over his normal eyes and the warp eye is just exposed, just like, oh god! Oh god! Guys, I
You can still see it.
I can
Yeah,
see.
so- So, well, all of you go in a row, so all of you guys just gonna let them fight it out?
And Holtz is
Yeah.
Holtz is much more interested in the thing that that just died. So he's probably just gonna walk up casually with his full walk.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just gonna
Joseph,
yell over
Malachi,
to
say, are you gonna do anything? Yeah, so all you basically go at the same time if you're not intending to interfere in the fight.
These are orc things. Let the orcs orc it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malachi will pull out his sword and use it as a cane as he begins walking up. 3, 4.
You try and use it as a cane, it keeps slipping through the gaps and the fucking.
He
Is that,
doesn't.
a grated section.
That's the reason why he's taking so long to get there. It's not because he.
People try to look over using the cane, you kind of push it through, step forward, it's like, oh fuck it. Kind of wiggle and pull it back out. You have to
Damn
place it carefully in between the gap.
I feel like Sentor's turn is going to be spent realizing he can't use his fucking eye and actually swapping out of his fucking suit to his actual armor.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so if none of you
I have-
interfering in the fight.
I have a squad just like ready to take aim and fire. If the orc.
Yeah, like advancing it, keeping the las guns leveled, kind of waiting for like a clear chance to get the shot as well as an order. Right. Then the orc just starts screaming, just screams in orcish. He's just swinging you, and I wish I had green dice. That'd be fitting. He can't really dodge anyway, so he's just gonna all-out attack. Because why the fuck not? That is a 99.
Oh my god, is that possible to jam? Or fucking no.
Oh, I wish it were possible.
As his target was an 84.
Wow.
That's close. Yeah,
Oh,
well, I can feel
boy.
54 plus 30 full out attack. Swings this axe and it embeds it into the floor. The head of it kind of sinking in through the like grate next to you.
You just see Gizmek laughing. It's just like, that's not how you do it! This is how you do it! And Gizmek's going all out, attack him back.
Oh no.
Have a plus 10 because
Okay, so I'll add that on top of my plus.
Let the orcs fight, but I'm gonna give my buffs.
it's my orc.
Oh, you're allowed to just watch from the side. And I get another attack. I don't get the additional plus 10 from him, I'm assuming, with the extra attack, right?
Yep.
Am I correct in that?
Using the same bonuses or
It says the
penalties.
same modifiers, but I don't think that would
Sa-
apply. Yeah, I guess
Same-
the penalty. Yeah, so it says you get the so I'd say all the same
Same-
modifiers that apply. They're
All right,
saying
so
you
those are
make
both
your
my
dice
rolls.
apply.
2 15 rending damage attacks with 2 pen.
Alright, where are you hitting if these?
That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. The first one was 85,
First one was
and the second
50.
one was 80.
So
I'm
yes,
rolling
the thing
way
is you
too high.
reverse
All
them.
of this shit is basically saving my ass.
The first one, yes, the first one is 85, which is 58, so that's the body. Second one is an 80, which becomes an 8, so hits in the head. Which does matter for this guy, as he has different armor bits in different places. So 15 damage to the chest with 2 pen. That does 2 damage. He has 15 soak total on his body. And then to the head, which is his second most armored body part, you do 3 damage. Jesus. Did not roll very good.
Oh boy.
He's gonna like gouge out a portion of his armor and stab through and like cut his respirator in half.
You may be a bigger git, but you ain't a better git.
Alright. Anybody else interfere? Anybody else want to interfere or really do anything?
I'm just gonna lean against the wall and
I like how I didn't act like I just played the character in the way, and you all just voluntarily were like, yeah, no, let's give it to the orc. Like I wasn't all like going to pull a mange and be like, yeah, I'm going to
Oh,
actually
God.
be out of character furious if you guys kill steal this.
Like,
It's like you're all like, yeah, no, this is funny. Let's watch. Pull out the
out of
pull out the
character,
popcorn.
out of character, I knew that, but in character, Malachi probably would have had this experience a couple
Yep.
times with Gizmek.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
makes
God.
sense for you at least.
By this time, I might actually in my armor, at least.
Yeah,
I
Malachi's
mean,
pretty-
I'm just
It's a void suit, so you're like, yeah, with 2 turns you'd have it off. You wouldn't have your
Alrighty.
actual armor back on. But yeah, you're out of the void suit. Although really,
Alright.
like, would you be fully taking it off or just like taking the helmet off?
At
so you
least the
can get to your
helmet.
bandit? Yeah,
at
so you could
least
just take
take
like
the
the helmet off to half act.
Yeah. And I just go and also have a better look at all of this.
Holtz begins placing bets.
oh, that's
Hol-
fine.
Holtz is basically just like, yeah, go get him. You got this.
Yeah, woo.
He's-
Yeah,
He's
Malachi.
right now. His mentality is basically just like, yeah, no, they're orcs. They'll do orc things. I'm gonna let them talk it out. If one of the, whichever one wins, I'll take them.
Assuming they accept.
The fucking the Xenophile says that.
oh god.
Alright. Did we
Probably
get
just
back
gotta
around?
wrap back around to this guy.
I still walk 8 feet forward, 8 meters.
You're just like peering over Gizmek's shoulder as sparks fly from the fucking like
Hey,
axe on the armor and shit, and you're just like peering
You better
over as the
quit.
spark flies past your head.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just becoming an all-out attack brawl. As yeah, it's also going to all-out attack since it's got 30 agility and isn't going to be dodging, or won't succeed any dodging attempts really. I thought there was a 94, but no, that's a 49, so that does hit.
All right. I'm going.
Let's see the
I'm going to
damage.
attempt. I can attempt to. I can't. I
Not
all-out
after an
attack.
all-out attack.
Yes,
No.
true.
Nah.
Yes. Well, I did get
Yes,
two attacks.
that is
in, so
a
that's
9 on the damage.
which
so
is not going to
that
go through my
is-
natural toughness.
He rolled the 9.
Does he have
um,
pen?
No, he has a plus, a big plus, because he has a two-handed weapon. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. 26 damage with 3 pen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an orc knob.
I think
You
you
got
got
16.
Is it hit? I don't think it matters what location it hit. It was a 94, so that hits you in one of the legs.
Yeah.
For
Like, what the
26
fuck,
damage.
man?
Yeah, pen
Does he
doesn't.
have a leg?
Pen doesn't. Yeah, pen doesn't matter because you don't have any armor.
Yep.
So yes, that's 26. You have 10 soaks. That's 16. You have 13 health. That takes you to 0 and 3 critical damage to the leg.
What is that? I want to look this up. Holy shit.
He's an orc knob.
Is that
No, exactly. Damn you, Zach.
He has a big chopper, which is not in the normal thing.
is that,
Rending.
is that
D10
attack
plus
damage?
plus
Or-
2 times strength. It's rending.
I'm still
Yeah.
this guy's
So
weapon.
3 rending critical damage.
Oh.
It's not. It's really. It's not the weapon. It's because he has 60 strength, so he gets a
Wait.
plus 12.
Wait. Orc,
I have 52
don't for-
strength.
Don't forget, you can spend a fate point to reduce the damage you get by 5, by a d5. That's what a UC can use for spending fate points.
I will do that. We'll see. If I reduce it by 3, I don't take a crit at least.
Yeah, but once you go into the crit, you can no longer do that.
All right,
It is only
I am purely down to
You're
0.
just to 0. Yeah, as the axe swings in, and the like some trick of fate, like your charging like activates for a split second, he like kind of jumps up, so he hits you in the boot rather than the foot, which kind of absorbs some of the impact. Like sends you like spinning off and knocked off course. That fucking hurts. There's definitely going to be a bruising. As unfortunately for you, he does also have Furious Assault. But he rolled another fucking 99.
Wow. Well, that's working
Oh,
out
boy.
for
Yeah,
me.
it smashes into your boot and then tries to bring it another downward thing and just carves another chunk out of the side next to you.
All right, Gizmek brings up his.
There's gonna be like a slight breeze going down into the holes that he carved into the floor.
Gizmek isn't all too happy
Actually,
about
I'll show
that.
you that's it.
All right. Gizmek is going to smash a motherfucker real hard. I don't know why I'm not using the power maul. My power maul is stronger than my fucking good craftsmanship chain axe. the high
chain
setting. It has tearing, but the power maul is a 1d10 plus 9 plus 4 pen instead of 2.
Crit
I
chance.
don't know why I'm not
It's pretty
using
nice.
it. Yeah. All right. So full attack. I don't think you have any more plus 10s you can give me. I gather.
I have infinite.
He gets
Yeah.
one a turn.
That's the plus of being a rogue trader. It's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
since
other
this is
people
just
get, like,
our
the
brawl,
psychic
are you just going to
ability.
keep giving them to me?
Why not? Yeah. No, I was like,
Because other people get psychic abilities, the ability to see the warp with your eye. It's like cybernetics from the start. He gets to give you a plus 10 every round. That's his thing.
All right. So there's the first
I also
one.
get
15
to
rending
slap people with
damage.
money, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
15 rending damage on an 84. 15 rending damage on a 16 rending damage on a 64.
Yeah, both of those are the chest. So that is 2 damage and 3 damage. He is at 1. He has 1 wound now.
Why is 64 also the fucking chest I hate?
So you actually roll? Yeah, you are rolling a 3. I was just checking if it was actually including tearing. It is. So all you need is 110, and you can just absolutely wreck the guy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
they're elusive when you need them.
Mhm.
Does anybody want to try and interfere now that they saw him get nearly wrecked with 1 hit?
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna
yeah,
come in with the rest
I'm-
of the gangs, at least.
Yeah, I'll half action and be like, as entertaining as all this is, would you mind stepping aside so I can get a better look at this creature?
Just casually talking to the orc.
This sounds like, what? Fucking smash it, you homie!
Oi! Don't talk to me, you me like that!
Oh
they're
god.
just in the middle of like a blade duel, just like pressing hard against each other.
Oh god.
Slowly, like digging a furrow into the chopper.
Malachi would like to manifest a power. However, Joseph is ahead of him, so I'll be polite and, what would you like to do, Joseph?
Is Joseph going to do anything?
I'd like to move a bit closer, at least. I was gonna move myself, but I don't know if I'm attached. to
I
anything.
moved myself. I moved myself up here. Like,
If you
I
want to
have
do it.
more-
Not your turn yet.
fair enough. I was about here.
If you want to do a full move, if your movement's 3, you could make it up to here.
You can also,
Yeah, I'll just full
you
move.
can also
yeah.
run and spend your full
Yeah,
action.
Holt says.
Yeah,
Holt-
or if you want to.
I just real quick, I just imagine Holt saying that to this orc. He's just like, I'll fucking crump you, Yumi. I'm just like, oi, don't talk to my Yumi like that. You at least have the guts to look me straight in the face before saying anything. You fucking sneaky ass weirdo cowardly git.
Gizmek uses
You stealing. As unorky as you can be. How'd you get to be a knob?
Joseph, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'll just move up with the rest of them. Is it shift click to?
You should just be able to click your guy to pick him up and move him.
I didn't want to like
Ah.
move whatever background that was going off.
You can't move the background.
Ah, okay.
You can only move yourself or the soldiers.
Malachi, Malachi is going to look at the situation, how the captain's willingly put himself there, so I understand that, but at the same time, it's kind of a big risk, and he doesn't want to see Gizmek die, so he's going to say, all right. And he's going to look at the orc, and he's going to snap his fingers, which, let me go ahead and make a willpower check to see if I can even manifest it. I'm going to re-roll that, because this is actually a risk here. Okay, 3 degrees of success.
Doubles?
No doubles. I'm using the power of sensory deprivation. So, Zach, could I get a opposed willpower, please?
Okay. Yeah, mob rule only applies to fear and pinning, so he doesn't get a +10,
Mhm.
which would be hilarious. He got a 74, so he failed by 4.
Okay, so I'm using the first effect of it, which is it blocks the target's senses, which the target, if successful, is struck deaf, blind, and is unable to sense or taste. So, as long as Malachi maintains the power, plus 1d5 rounds. So I think he's only.
What does it look like?
I'm guessing it's weird because it still says the orc can feel, so
Yeah.
it's not like he's dumb. So it's just going to be like Malachi snaps his fingers, and then the orc just like blackness. He can't hear, and like as he's trying to straight, what's all this going on? He can't even hear himself. It's weird because he's like he's getting stumbled up on his tongue as well, since he can't really taste his mouth, and then. He's trying to breathe really hard because he can't smell.
Yeah, sounds like Gizmek like in the middle of fighting, and you see like staggers back and is like, "What'd you do?"
What are you talking about, kid?
Why are all black? And starts swinging it around wildly. So that he's still knowing that you're there, but he's kind of swinging around.
I am going to can I do an awareness check, maybe with like a +10 because of how long I've known Malachi, to see if I can pick up on his bullshit?
Yeah, you can see if you could tell that he's psychically blinded him.
Wow, the one time I actually roll really low is to pick up on Malachi's bullshit. Gizmek looks at this and he's just like seeing this orc acting really weird and like flailing around randomly in an unorky way. He turns around and he looks at Malachi. He's like, Malachi!
You have more fights, Gizmek. Also, half your foot is falling off.
Gizmek looks down. Yeah, it's just a flesh wound!
And it's thankfully like the suits like self-seal themselves afterwards, otherwise a single hit would permanently breach them. Yeah, so you can look down like the suit's fine, like, it's fine. Meanwhile, your foot's like a mangled piece of meat underneath.
Oh, God.
Gizmek just sort of like reluctantly sighs and is just like taking off the suit and putting on his proper armor now.
Oh no, it's self-sealed.
No, he's just doing this because he knows he's gotten into some nice fights and he knew that hurt. Like, he's aware it hurt.
You are still in combat, by the way.
He's blind. He's still like swinging the axe around.
Yeah, no,
Right, yeah.
I just walk up and I'm just be like, he's blind and deafened, so I can't talk to him anymore. Oh no, he's
He's
struck
blind, deaf,
so
can't
like,
smell, can't taste, but he can feel.
Every sense except touch is gone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so as you approach, Gizmek looks at you and just like, Oi! Malaka may be up to something, but it's still my fight.
I'm not even looking at the work. I'm looking at the I have like my power sword out, and I'm like I don't have it on just yet, but like I basically like flip the alien over, the Xenos over, that I don't know what it is, and
I can't be stood on it, but yeah, he's like you could like pull the body away. You can like slips and staggers. Yeah,
I just study it in like the dead Humi.
yeah, this headless corpse.
Yeah.
I like how the
And
one
the-
like
the
single
dead
digit
unit
roll
has,
I
like,
get is
several,
just
like,
calling
cuts
Malarkey out on his bullshit.
Oh boy.
There are like several like blade arms shoved through his back.
And after a little bit, it's like, Malachi, I'd like to address the gentleman,
Oh right.
if you don't mind.
Meanwhile, I'm assuming we're still doing these
Say that?
last couple turns of this fight
Yeah,
while this
it's
guy
still
swings at
combat.
me.
Yep.
Yeah, York is still
Uh,
swinging his thing. He can clip somebody.
I pull out my help pistol. I look at the captain. May I have your blessings, sir?
You have not mine.
I want us to point out you can't little stare him right now. He is blind.
No, I'm not trying to use little stare because I'm
he's
trying
a
to use my
pistol.
help pistol.
Your
And
help
I'm in
pistol will
close
break
enough for
through.
close range.
If the orc is still belligerent, if the orc is still belligerent, go right ahead. After
Oi!
I'm done talking with them.
Oh boy. So I gain +10 from close range.
You're asking
Yeah,
about
right.
my.
Yeah,
He's just gonna execute him.
yeah.
Oh no, I want to talk to him, but like if you want to execute him, like I'm not gonna stop. But you're not gonna have a +10 for me.
Okay, so
Also,
how
you
does
have a
aim actually
because
work?
he is blind.
Uh,
Well,
plus
aim is
10
100. You get a +10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm in close range. The help pistol has 35.
There is a modifier for shooting into melee. Shooting into melee, you get a -20. Unless he's unaware, which technically he is, so that would not apply. Because he's blind.
Oh
That's what it
boy.
gives me. Like, side.
Dork is 12 meters away from me.
Gizmek actively trying to block your shots against him because it's his fight.
I'd say it'd be
Uh,
-10. His neck is trying to stop him.
Oh boy.
Go kill
Keep
Sale!
Is he trying to like goalkeeper block it?
Yeah, so it kind of like nullifies your aim. As a kid, like is trying to get in the way. So just like I think it's short range.
Oh boy, yeah, it is. I'm 12 meters and the max range is 35. I think,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, so
What's
that's
the
done.
final modifier?
Total of 0. Because plus 10
Nice.
from...
Plus
yeah,
10
plus
from
10
aim,
from
minus 10 from me
minus
fucking with
10
you.
Sure.
Purely in character.
Wow.
You shoot wide.
As thankfully this game doesn't have a chance to shoot allies when you miss. It just gives you a
Good.
penalty. Yeah, so you can like try and that Gizmek keeps getting there. You try and shoot and kind of you aim too wide to not shoot Gizmek in the back of the head. It just hits the wall.
That's better.
Soldiers are moving up to get in very good range, just in case. But there's also a Gizmek in the way, and the sergeant knows they're not all that good shots, so you wouldn't want to shoot Gizmek in the back. For
I like
obvious
how
reasons.
only one of them is facing straight backwards.
Yeah, it's because he's producing the light, and for some reason the light is coming out of his back. I don't know why it does that.
One of them's just really good at moonwalking.
Because the token art is
Yeah.
facing down by default.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
the top of the token is where the light emanates from if you have it set as
Yeah,
directional
so,
light.
yeah, the sergeant just walking backwards like, hey, what's up?
Mhm.
Alright.
The
So
sergeant,
the
the sergeant
Orkney
is just canonically prone to moonwalking.
Yeah. The knob can't see, so
I
Roll
think
one.
there's a minus 30. Oh,
I mean he can't see, he has no idea who's there. He can't see or hear. So he's just swinging around wildly. And Holt, it comes very close, like taking your head off. As you're like pulling these away, it just swings down in the space like right next to you. So kind of hitting into the body of the alien, kind of taking another one of his arms off. He's like, I hear something.
You got him.
So Gizmek is a little bit annoyed at this because now it's not like the fight's been tampered with. It's not really worth killing him, but he still wants to win. So what he does is he drops the chain axe and he pulls out the power maul and he only leaves down the low setting. He's basically gonna knock this
I've been
fucker
forgetting he
out.
should have been having a plus 10 to hit this guy because he's hulking. Because he's
Oh.
big.
Oh, then I would have
But
been
I don't know
hitting
what it meant.
basically everything, but whatever. So
I
yeah,
don't think
so
he really missed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's basically helpless.
So
Yeah.
Gizmek pulls out his power maul that he got from some of the guards at the fucking jail when he broke you guys out. He has it on a low setting, so he's basically just trying to shock and knock him out. Is there something for non-lethal in this system?
I think, well, a shock. God, was it a shock maul or was it a power maul?
It's a power maul.
If you put it on the low setting, it would be non-lethal.
All right, yeah, power maul.
That's kind of why they have.
So a plus
there's
10
no
from all out
official rules
attack.
because shooting snakes isn't really non-lethal. But yeah, I'd say a low-setting power maul would be non-lethal because it is an arbitrary's weapon. Just
So
basically switch it to taser setting and just shoot it.
let's see. So it
Yeah,
was
so you
a
have a
plus.
plus 10 for his size. He is blind, so he would count as being helpless.
So
Plus
another
30.
plus.
Well, helpless doesn't actually give you a bonus to hit. When you roll damage, you roll it twice and take the best result.
All right.
Oh, and add the. Yeah, when rolling damage against such a target, roll twice and add the results. So you just do double. You just do an extra. Yeah, you just do double damage if you hit him.
All right.
Oh yeah, he's unaware.
I feel
He
like we
wouldn't be
can
unaware.
safely assume I knock this fucker out. But I sort of
He's
also want to
an
roll
all.
it for the funnies.
I'd say you'd have like
are-
a plus 30 to hit.
Are you giving me the plus 10 just for shits and gigs as well?
For shits and gigs, yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Just like, knock him out. I'll study him. 7 degrees of
That hits.
success with a 20. I would roll damage again. And considering it would be an all-out attack, I would roll that all again. And then do damage
Hit him in
again.
the head. Let's see. So that is.
That is what I would do on this turn.
Let's see if I think the first one would do him in. That is 29 damage. Becomes 31 with the pen.
I non-lethally knock
Yes.
him out and then just beat him a couple times on the foot just for
Yeah.
good measure to make things
Yeah,
even.
she has 14 soaked to the head. So yeah, he's gonna bring it up, jabbing the side of his head. He can starts shaking. He's like, "Whoa," and you just bop him, knock him to the ground, just whap him a few more times to make sure he's unconscious.
And then I steal his big chopper. More now!
Malachi
You
breaks
just whap him until he stops moving.
Up it.
Yeah. And he
You have an
also
unconscious
has.
orc, which so Holtz has an unconscious orc that Gizmek refuses to kill because it's not a good fight anymore since Malarkey got involved.
I mean, technically you
also
could have.
has-
He's got teeth.
Gizmek is mildly
Has
pissed
11
at you. Gizmek works with Humies. Teeth aren't as valuable anymore.
11 teeth.
He's got 11. He's got 11 teeth, though.
You
Oi,
still have to
he's
get-
unconscious.
maybe.
We can always get him later. Well, now, there's other shit to be fighting.
He has a
And I'm already down to 0 HP. Great.
Yep.
Yeah.
The orc is down to 0 HP after the first fight.
I'm putting on proper armor now.
he has a hand box, which means that he's in contact with other people. Sergeant,
Aye.
keep an eye on this thing. See if there's any communications that come through here. There's definitely more of them. In the meantime,
You see, a massive backpack Vox goes up and starts fiddling with it. So
in the
I can-
meantime,
I think I can do a heal on the spot. Yeah, first aid. One of the guys in the squad would know first aid if none of you have the Medicaid skill.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Yep.
So
I'm pretty sure
They're
that no one
gonna-
does.
If Gizmek allows it, one of them is going to approach with bandages.
Gizmek just sort of sits there pouting. He's not doing anything.
So that is just barely succeed. So you're heavily damaged, so you heal 1 damage. You heal 1 wound. If you're lightly wounded, that would be 3, but you are heavily, so you up to 1. You kind of seize to your foot, and it kind of gives a bit of a splint for it. Get bandages up the massive ass cut on the side. Does some basic stuff so you can walk on it better.
Where do you me healing?
Malachi is going to approach the person in black robes, and while Holtz is probably studying the Tyranid, he's going to pull the body away and begin cutting off his clothes to he's going to go ahead and take a peek to see if he thinks he knows what type of person this is.
It's definitely a human.
Good to know.
What are you rolling to see what kind of person it is?
Tattoos. I'm looking for any noticeable markings of heretic.
I have common lore for nobles if we want to roll that.
In the
Even though
meanwhile,
I
I
don't
would-
really see a
Yeah.
reason on why. That much.
So it's just that you're just checking his body for iconography or tattoos or that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're doing that. Sator and Joseph, either you doing anything interesting?
I'm probably just going to be.
I like how this direction
Keeping an eye
that
out.
you have going on basically cuts off 3/4 of their entire art
I
from the view.
just
Maybe
I
it's
just
again.
Malukai and look at the body basically.
Mhm. Oh shit! That actual, I'm taking a look at that big choppa. That thing has fucking tearing. That's great. Also, double your strength damage bonus for damage, dude. Fucking take that. Holy shit!
Yes, I am planning to. And it has better pen than my great thing.
So that's 1d10 with a +3, so on average an 8. With your strength, your strength is 5, right?
Well, it doesn't have a plus. My strength is 52. Yeah.
so +5.
Baby vanquished.
So
I'm
that'd be
back.
plus 13. That'd be plus 13, effectively.
Wow. Fucking hell, man. Double strength bonus for damage. That is
It has better
Shit.
pen than my
Yeah,
good craftsmanship chain axe. It has a -1 compared to it, but that's fine.
Yeah, compared to
Double-
double strength bonus and tearing. That's
Double strength bonus for damage.
yeah.
It's also like there's not a thing for it, but it's very heavy.
But I'm an orc.
During orcs, that doesn't really bother you. I was
Oh, it would also most likely, considering it's an orc weapon by default, have those orc characteristics that like choppas and orc weapons have. That would be nullified by me being an orc, which would probably...
I think that's just like unreliable.
Yeah,
like,
that's
the gun learning the
unreliable.
melee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the melee weapon I think is still like unwieldy or something like that, even with
Yeah.
orc properties. But I don't quote me on that.
I think
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I
it
actually...
drops down to-
I'm pretty sure I ignore unbalanced and shit like that too. Let me double check that though, just to make sure I'm not talking out my ass. But yeah, so as of right now, coming back into this game, we're doing this stuff. You guys are doing these checks on this guy. I'm not sure if we got to the results yet.
Yeah, so what are Malachi and Sator doing with the guy's body?
Malachi is just looking for general tattoos on him. Hopefully, he can pull, because in Malachi's past, he knows that a Chaos follower likes to show off. You know, they like to have a bit of tattoos or scars on them. So he's
I'm
gonna go
looking
ahead and do a quick peek.
Yep. I'm kind of just looking in general if I can discover who they could be, basically.
Alright. Yes, as you guys are checking him out, there's some laws that would apply, but I don't know if you have.
Mm.
You got Forbidden Law Warp. I think that would cover it.
I have
Both of you have
I-
Forbidden Law.
I
What
have
kind of
forbidden
forbidden
lore psychers.
I have Forbidden Lore Warp.
He does, yeah.
I think would apply. Psychers would not. So say Sator, you can roll that.
It's
But I do have hatred Chaos followers.
Forbidden Lore Warp.
Give Sator.
Yeah, I have. For some reason, I forgot to change my Forbidden Lore Warp from weapon skill. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be intelligence.
Have a +20. That from Malachi helping.
At the Forbidden Lore, right?
Mm-hmm. Forbidden Law Warp.
Nice.
I needed that too. Yay.
Alright. As you like kind of strip the guy and search him over, you find like a small knife and like a pistol on his belt. The pistol out of ammo, and you would find a tattoo on like the upper chest of an 8-pointed star, which with that you recognize to be like the symbol of chaos, effectively.
Malachi immediately begins walking over, takes the flamethrower from the guy, saying, "Pardon me, thank you," and then he revs it up, getting ready to burn the heretic.
I just take a look at the knife. Should I do
You
like
pick it up, it's serrated, and like it looked like somebody like took a chunk out of like part of the ship and like sharpened it up. It's pretty much like a prison. It's like a prison shank, effectively. Clearly not like the best armed person out there.
Yeah, they didn't
Insane.
get
And
this
so you can tell
themselves.
his clothes weren't even armored; they were just black robes, which you could tell it was at one point seemingly red, but was dyed black. And as you like think about that, you hear as Malachi just starts burninating the corpse.
Let me get my my marker out. I got to go ahead and draw a spectacular fucking
I can get fire.
flames. Just yeah.
I have
He has extra.
Yeah, I'm helping. Damn it.
You just start immolating the corpse, and would you be careful to not hit the alien?
Mel,
Or you
if
pray?
I would have you guys roll awareness to see if well, with a really easy awareness with fucking Malachi stomping to grab a flamer, whether or not you know to pull the fucking Tyrannid out of the way.
Awareness plus 30.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, you just move the body out of the way first before you started
Yeah.
flaming it.
Yeah.
That I would. Like it
You
was just
would.
like I examine like what like the things that got chopped off, like the stabby bits. Just like examine them. Upon closer inspection, would I have like a more opportunity to like know what this is, or?
It's just like you don't really have any like kind of lore relating to aliens.
Yeah. I just like their shit.
You do have lore Rogue Trader, and Rogue Traders do deal with aliens.
Okay.
So it's like that wouldn't work, but it's going to be a lot more basic info. And since you're like investing in an actual body, you can have a +20.
Right.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, would you mind if we did a quick aside and Gizmek just had like a quick look at this orc to do a
gonna
orc
re-roll
lore
that.
check to see if he knew what it was, like the clan or whatever it's from? Common lore orcs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Post you want to re-roll that?
Yeah. Fucking
Nope,
goddamn,
I don't
alright.
know what clan this guy's from.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
recognize
I'm not gonna
it.
spend all my rerolls on that. I'm just gonna not know what it is.
I don't know what clan this guy's from. I don't pick up on
there's
anything. I would assume it.
or anything on him.
I'm looking if I
Nothing
could.
stand out.
What armor is
Yeah.
he wearing though?
It looks like he like took sections of the ship and literally
So he's wearing
bolted them
orc
into
armor.
his. Yeah.
He's
They're
wearing
like
orc
quite
armor.
literally bolted onto him. You can like see like the bolts that are like on the bit of metal that go into his shoulder. Because orcs are hardcore like that.
All right. Gizmek is going to be spending the rest of this time while you guys are doing that, taking off this guy's armor. Like
Oh, no.
prying it off, even if it's ripping off chunks of orc flesh.
I'm
Did
low
you
key.
guys like tie him down first?
Gizmek is sitting on his back and pinning his arms.
That's it.
Gizmek doesn't think too hard about this. If anybody else wants to actually like tie up his legs or some shit, you guys can. I'm assuming that Malachi is also still applying this effect like subconsciously to him.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Once he goes unconscious, I think my effect ends. Like, because I can't do a lot of things if people go unconscious, unless I maintain the power. But
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
as far as Gizmek's concerned, he doesn't see the point in tying this guy up because if he gets up again, hey, it's another fight. But if you guys see fit to tie him up, he's not going to really argue or care. He's just sitting on his back, maybe with like his arms on his back underneath his ass as he's prying off pieces of his armor, stuffing them in his backpack.
Holtz also doesn't really see a whole lot of point in tying him up. He actually wants to talk to him because, like, he doesn't really know what's going on here, and he wants to.
And Holtz thinks that the orc is the optimal person to be talking to in this situation.
I mean, he's the only. He had a Vox communicator. He like, from what he can tell, like he's in a position in charge, like some kind of information. If anything, just like knowing what's ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to do something for flavors. Does Gizmek notice the Vox communicator?
Oh, somebody else was like, yeah, the other ones came up and Holtz already gave the comms guy.
Yep. Right, so it's already been taken off of him. Good.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
if you
the
hadn't
guy-
done
the
that,
massive
Gizmek would already be
box.
tearing it apart. I can guarantee you.
The guy in the squad with the massive ass backpack Vox unit, which is somewhat redundant because you do have an astropath with you. But damn it, that's his job. He's bringing his Vox unit because that's his thing. And yeah, he's like messing with it, doing his tech stuff, trying to like reroute the signal and all that stuff, figure out what frequency it's
Intercept it.
on. Yeah, seeing what he can learn from it.
I love how the astropath is being more of a soldier than the soldier. Fuck this heretic.
Oh god. I
Yeah,
turned to Malaki, show him the
I like how everyone
basically
else is calling him
make out-
malarkey now, even though it's supposed to change.
Malachi.
Yeah.
Show him the ship. Do you want to burn this too?
Malachi is going to go ahead and he's going to look, well, in his blindfolded state, he's going to look you dead in the eyes. He's going to look at the knife. He's going to look you dead in the eyes, back at the knife. He's going to pick up the knife and throw it into the pile and then burn it with the guy. Do not trust him.
Yeah, the guy's just bathed in Promethium, so yeah, you throw it in, it starts to burn.
No, I don't imagine him just throwing him in. I imagine him taking it in his hand and just like fucking knifing it straight into the guy's spinal column.
Roll throw.
In before the guy's still alive.
Yeah. Burn in holy fire,
Just like
heretic.
double murder the heretic with his own knife. And
Burn
fire.
in holy
And then with the psst of the pressure, like the flamer, like being closed up, Malachi, he takes it over and begins walking to the troops. Calmly puts it back to their the main guy's hand, who's probably very much
Well, no, it's a flamer. It was attached to a backpack, so you got kind of pulled along with you. He just stood next to you. Yeah, it's a flamer with like a backpack. It's not like one of the small tank. It's connected to a backpack.
You just dragged the guy over and just
Yeah.
They just got dragged.
This guy just like, you don't fuck with an orc, you also don't fuck with a guy who can just think and blow up your head.
Yeah.
Malachi is going to give him back the flamer, go back to the troops and say, "Men, I want you to listen and listen good. The captain is the one in charge, but I'm the one that gives pretty damn good advice, being basically blessed by the Emperor.
He doesn't, you!
If you see anybody with a star like that, who has a deranged grin on their face and screams
Star like
for
that.
chaos,
With
let
a
me
star like
speak."
that, points to the burning corpse.
Yeah.
Hey, can you even say
Can
it
I
as well?
speak? I'm doing natural
Sorry.
speech here.
Let him have his mouth.
Thank you. If you see anybody that has a deranged grin, screams for chaos, and looks like a tattooed, flavored fuck, you do exactly what I did to them. Do I make myself clear? Otherwise, chaos corrupts easily. And I wouldn't want to put down each of you myself.
They nod.
Gizmek chops off another plate, looks up at Malarkey, and is just like, I know what all this about chaos is, but I'm just gonna chop whatever I sees.
I know, my orc friend. And Malachi pulls out his sword. I know.
Now that I got
That's
this
the armor.
new axe, he says.
Reference that's the armor that the guy had.
You know, I was expecting a bit more reaction from the burning of the corpse, but all right.
That's what you do. That's like standard.
Well, I mean,
You guys know.
I feel like the rogue traders technically wouldn't have like the full chaos knowledge, considering how the Imperium works.
Everybody knows you kill and burn heretic. Like that's the general thing. It's like the symbol they wouldn't know, but yeah, fair.
Identifying
that's what
heretics,
I mean.
they wouldn't know, but they would probably be like, "Oh, that's a heretic." Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's
like,
a heretical symbol.
pulling out books and taking notes. I just want these guys to be like pulling out books and taking notes at every single one of Malachi's words, just like the most adept scholars at like the fucking.
Oh god.
also,
I mean, they wouldn't. I mean, they wouldn't know that
One of them starts copying this symbol, another one reaches out and tears the page out and throws it on the fire.
Starts copying the symbol, and the other, yeah, exactly.
Malachi. Malachi is expecting a bit of sort of recognition, considering he is literally blessed by the God Emperor. So he's sort of being seen or hoping to be seen as like the beacon of holiness here. You know, fuck chaos.
They're definitely following what you know, 'cause they know, okay, kill heretics. Yeah, burning that's probably a good idea. Okay, that symbol, we'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah, so they know about killing heretics, but now they got a symbol to look out for. They're very much for it. They're good boys of the Imperium.
Good.
They see heretics, they've heard.
I'm just imagining Malachi taking Holtz aside later on and just being like, "So these men of yours, they don't give a nice enough reaction when I give these rousing speeches." Can you just, like,
Listen, Holtz, I was hoping, can you talk to them a bit? Like, you know, MFUT, maybe I'm blessed by the God Emperor. That'd be great. Like,
A week later, an Inquisitor comes by, does a check. These guys react to the symbol. They all get shot in the head for knowing about that symbol.
Oh god.
If they know the symbol, they're heretics. You need the bullets you have to stop and reload. So the last.
Anywho, shall we move along a little bit to see if we can burn them all heretics?
Yeah, Gizmek is like ripping off the chest plate at the orcs, like. "Argh, argh."
Gizmek just grabs his head and slams it against the ground to knock him out again.
Down, there's an audible crack, and there's a bit of a dent in the ground. Yeah, the orc's out again. You continue ripping the chunks out of his flesh to get the armor off of him.
Ow.
Yeah, orcs are hardcore. They just need to bolt the armor to their bodies because they're not going to take it off. Why would they take it off?
Fair enough.
Yeah, because war is life. Why would they take off their
Yeah.
armor? So he is being de-armored completely, and Gizmek is just planning to take all this armor and put it in his bag. He's not wearing it. He has better armor.
Are you taking the respirator?
His respirator, no.
Alright.
I'm taking
I'll-
all the
I'll-
shit that makes it harder to beat him up.
Yeah. I don't. I kind of think he might still be useful for a little bit, so I'll stick around for a little bit. I want to talk to him. I think with all of us here and him like literally on like 1 HP, I don't think we're gonna.
I mean, technically, he
After a
should be on
minute.
0.
No, you're on 1 because you got healed.
I'm on
you guys At
1. He
negative.
should be on 0.
Yeah, you guys are -1 because you technically did critical damage to him. It's just non-lethal stuff, so I didn't bother applying the actual effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after a few minutes, the Voxcaster guy kind of like takes off his headset. He's like, "So I passed you into the signal. If you want to do anything with it." The orcs like Voxcaster. The orcs.
Oi, give me that! Just pulled out my hand and like want him to hand it to me because it's orc shit.
Hand Vox or mine?
Just listen, see if there's anything going on.
Alright.
I need shatter.
Yeah, so he like hands Gizmek back to the crude one. He kind of like does the like one ear headset with this thing as he's like patched it into that thing to listen into any communications.
Gizmek's listening to this thing intently now.
Yeah, as you have it, and you're like listening into it, and there's a lot of static. There is a lot of background noise. Nothing in particular is happening. So it's like a lot of interference and stuff. You get the idea this guy's probably a fair bit away from where the rest of them are, because there's a lot of interference.
Sounds like a lot of nonsense, eh?
Yeah, they're just gonna. And actually, Gizmek, roll me an awareness.
Oh, lovely.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if I roll another
gonna
natural
get the nat one.
single digit. Nope,
Oh my
7.8
gosh.
degrees.
Oh, no.
My awareness is an 18. I'm not going to pass this shit
Yeah.
unless it involves fucking us over and causing character drama.
Yeah, she's you're half listening, kind of listen to it, just hear the crackling and the popping, and just shove it back in your pocket. You don't listen for very
Yeah.
long. You get bored.
Now I just toss it to Holtz. Yeah, you can have it.
I'll just catch it. Crude. I'll just have it.
Yeah. You guys going to be doing anything else here? There's still the unconscious orc who is now stripped of his armor. And
I
is
do-
just has many chunks taken out of his flesh as the armor is ripped out of him.
I'm mostly curious about what happened. Like since it's been out of the warp. So I do want to. How long he's been in here? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Try and interrogate the orc.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Gizmek's going to take a peek down the hallway that the orc came from.
I'm gonna.
hey Zach, is there a way to like get the light so that we're looking like all the
You
way
should
around
just give us
instead of
AoE
like?
light instead of the directional light.
Yeah.
Directional light is generally very fucking
Yeah.
clunky
Yeah.
in Roll20, I'll say.
Also, I have a dark side, so should I have? more
Yay, now we
light?
can actually fucking see fucking Yosef. He's not
Yay.
3/4 of him
Yay.
covered by darkness.
Oh, it's what?
So here's a quick question. Can we notice anything like obvious down either of these hallways within like eyes reach or nah?
Yeah, you kind of look down, like, each kind of ends at a door. One is, like, fully locked, the other one's kind of, like, opening and closing.
Which one's
Seemingly
the
not able to-
opening and closing one?
That way, the way the
The
orc
orc
came.
one? Alright. Gizmek's gonna look at the other ones just like, you wanna keep hanging around there?
Now the question is, do we want to go the way the orc came out of?
Of course we do! That's where the fighting is!
Which way does the map say to go?
The map says to go that way,
The opposite way.
the opposite direction.
Or the map can shock it!
That's also the way the Gene Stealer and the cultists were coming from, right?
The man was running that way, seemingly away from the orc. The Gene Stealer came from above. It seemingly dropped down from the ceiling. And as you drop to see where it came from, you can see like an open vent.
All the interesting shit seems to be coming the opposite way. Maybe that thing of yours is just wrong.
Let's wait for this gentleman to wake up.
Oi, wake up! Gizmek just starts kicking him.
After a minute or so, the orc goes,
Wake up!
Yeah, he like comes to us and kind of
Gizmek kicks
looking
him
around.
onto his back and puts the orchoppa against his throat.
Yeah, he's just like this, like, what?
You lost, and the Yummy's got some questions for you.
He kind of like squints like he's like, why are you working for Umis?
Cause they ain't more interesting than you gets. Walking coming out of nowhere, stabbing people in the back and stealing kills.
He kind of like looks at you, seemingly not knowing what to say to that.
Gizmek has really weird standards for an orc, so he probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Now, as amusing as all this might be, I still have business to attend to. Now, first order of business, I just pick up like the Gene Stealer corpse, and it's like, do you have any idea what this thing is?
Yeah, them the spiky vent boys.
There's more.
Bad
of these.
boys!
Yeah, a lot of them.
Lord of 'em.
Yeah, in events mostly, I think. That's where they pop
Oh.
out of and we smash them.
Sounds like a great good fight, that.
Yeah.
And any other Yumis on this
Oh
ship?
yeah, and he like points towards the
burning
flaming
charcoal
corpse.
fire.
So we got the Black Umi boys. They're not even hard.
So chaos. I wouldn't even know like what species the thing is from, right?
It's an alien.
Yeah.
I'd say you can try a common law Imperium so you can tell what kind it's from. Oh my god.
And the baby.
I finally succeeded.
Yeah, you can tell it's some form of Tyrannid.
So chaos, Tyranids, and orcs. Anything else besides spiky vent boys and black Yumis? And orcs, obviously.
Babies!
What did you lot? Ain't seen you lot before though.
Yeah, you hope you'll never see us again.
Oh god, give me a minute, baby again.
Ah, there's babies on the ship too. The scariest of them all.
Oh god.
They're just crawling around everywhere.
That's 3.
Sometimes they're in the vents.
Yeah, babies are even scarier than the Tyranids. I once saw him chewing his Tyranid's leg as the Tyranid writhed and screamed and cried, crawling away from it. It was the scariest thing I'd ever seen. But once, I didn't want to fight.
That's the fucking cutest, most terrifying like image that I have in my
Yeah.
head right now. Just
Yeah, just
like
a baby
just going,
chewing on the leg of a tyrannid as an orc watches in horror.
She's like going,
Dude.
and then like the fucking tyrannid is just writhing in pain.
I'm just watching in horror and backing the fuck away.
You're in a corner and they just see the baby dragging it by its feet into the shadows.
I swear to God, if Zach doesn't like bring his baby sister in as some like chaos warp entity of like holy aura or some shit, like some embodiment of the Emperor, then I'm going to be very much disappointed.
Banana! Just fucking people explode. Jesus Christ!
Well, heretics!
Oh,
Don't
God.
say it's a baby! Oh yeah, actually, I have a very good idea now.
What is your idea?
You know, well, we got two paths, gentlemen, and I know the worst thing for the party could do is split up. But at the same time, I'm really, really itching. I'm itching for some danger. Itching to try it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I just want fucking
Well, if you gentlemen are itching for some encounters, I could head that way. I'm sure there's a detour to the old imperial ship from there.
if we can kill, well, the Xenos, Captain, I understand that you are quite fond of. So, if you allow me to take care of these heretics, then I'll be more than happy to go wherever you choose.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What about you, Sator and Joseph?
Down for whatever, really.
Yeah, I suppose.
Except the Necrons, it seems.
Oh, boy. The biggest problem is we'll probably have to make sure that me and Malukai are separated, because if we aren't, then someone is going to be fucked on everything psychic related.
It's true. It's true. So the question is, how would we want to split this then? I feel like
Oh, God.
Gizmek would go with
And
the
also-
soldiers.
And also, yeah, we need to.
Well,
kind of
Gizmek
think
is
of
at 1 HP, but the soldiers
Mm.
are the only ones that have any Medicae, it seems. So definitely.
I kind of have to bring up the fact that I have dark vision or dark sight a bit more, because, yeah.
Gizmek would be fond of trying to drag Malarkey around, to be quite blunt.
Malachi needs to fight sentient beings, things that can understand. Let's just say that's his motto or his specialty.
Well, we're going towards the section of the ship. Gizmek is definitely going towards the ship with the
If we are
orcs and
splitting-
maybe the humans, but we don't actually know.
If
That's
we're
the
going
problem.
to
No matter
split
which
up,
way
I
we go, we
feel
don't know
like
where they're actually.
Orcs and humans I can deal with. Gene stealers, I can stun lock them, but I don't think I'm going to do a lot of damage.
I can 100% deal with orcs
Well,
because of
from the
eye
sounds of
power.
it, gene stealers are just an ever-present thing across the ship, but the concentration of humans and orcs are in the direction to the right where we
Oh.
want to go.
Then what's to the left?
The
If I even-
imperial sector that
Zach
we
said
actually.
the left is where our map goes.
Yeah, so the
To
map
the
is
left
the
is
map is
where-
blipping and telling us we want to go to this area because this is the imperial sector that we scanned out with the ship.
Wasn't the Chaos Boy going towards the left?
Yeah, it was running
I
from
wonder
the right
what's in
to
there.
the left, away from something, and then he got pounced from the roof by this tyrannid.
So, from my understanding, to the right will probably be the Astartes. You'll be going probably towards the Astartes stuff, maybe.
No, quite the opposite. He literally said
Or-
that the part that we scanned, which was the old Astartes
Yeah.
sector, is to the left branch here. So, yeah, let me just.
To the
We just-
right are orcs. To the left might be chaos, and everywhere are tyrannids.
All right. So let's go ahead and start off here. Captain, everybody is thinking about we should kind of split up here. This sounds like a neat idea. I want you to decide, who do you want like coming with you? Who do you want going with, the other way? Because we can all come back here.
Wait. I think splitting up's a terrible idea altogether. Did you just hear? There are Tyranids hiding in the vents. There are cultists about. There are heretics about. And then there are the orcs. And this one orc nearly killed Gizmek by himself.
To be fair, we did let the orc and him fight.
Granted. But I still don't think splitting up is a bad idea. Also, the left doesn't go to the Astartes. It goes to the Ancient Imperial. The Astartes is a different ship entirely.
Yeah.
Right.
I was saying it was Astartes to the right because that would basically be where the right goes towards.
But that'd be like like a multi-day. That'd be like a week-long trip.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's to the left. Here, like off the top of my head,
We don't know what's to the right. We know what's to the left. That's the Ancient Imperium.
Yeah. If any, the only thing
There
I'm
have
gonna
question marks.
do to the
That's
right
what we suspect.
the only thing I'm gonna go is go towards the right and try to look through the door to see if there's anything there, maybe. But I'm still going to the left.
I mean, we can always backtrack.
Okay.
So I would say the best bet that we have is just maybe follow this orc back to where, like a short way back towards wherever he came from. See what's up that way. See if it's fun. If it's not, go back this way.
I'm
like
saying go to the...
what I'm thinking is gonna happen if I can like guess
Zach's
Zach.
brain.
Yeah. What I'm afraid. So I think there's going to be fighting with the orcs and the cultists, and I don't think the Gene Stealers want to jump into the fight with them because as soon as they jump in, they're just going to get like squished. So like I think they're going to look for like people that are like alone. So if we go to the left, I think we're going to fight more Gene Stealers. And I think if we go to the right, we're going to fight.
That's exactly what they would do because the mentality of the Gene Stealers is to try and lose as little biomass as possible and gain as much. So they would attack the weak targets that are isolated instead of like going for the full mass war targets. Like war is one of their last options. That's why they actually do like the Gene Stealer as sort of like Gene Stealer cults and like infiltration kind of shit in the first place because they're trying to weaken things from the inside so that when they come in they lose the least amount of biomass when they do this invasion and take over the world. So that's basically their thing, and that's why they're so sneaky and good. They're good at like hit and run, quickly murder shit, steal their biomass, get the fuck out. They're not good at extended long fights with things that can actually endure. They're bad at attrition. They hate attrition.
Well, and considering that you're the weak main fighter here, it'd mostly be a ranged fight. So
Gene Stealers are mostly melee focused.
Yeah.
I say we go to the left as a group, and also I'm staying in the front because I have good awareness, and I also see in the dark.
Yeah. I think with like Lidless Stare and Malachi's ability to like sit get them like to lock them down, I think that would actually be pretty good against Gene Stealers.
Yeah. I'm not going to use the Lidless Stare against like a single Gene Stealer, but if there are 2 or 3 of them, I'm 100% using it.
Yeah.
You would get more mileage out of it with a large group, though. I mean, the orcs would have a little bit of resistance to it, but if we definitely go into the cultists, they would be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna call into the ship.
We can't rely on long-range attacks and shit with the Gene Stealers because they're going to be using the vents and they're going to drop down right on top of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like if we don't get the awareness hit, then the Gene Stealer has a very good chance of just dropping on us.
And considering my awareness is 18, Gizmek is not going to help you guys at all with that.
I have 44 awareness.
I
I
have
do too.
paranoia, so I just randomly roll awareness like behind the screen. So like, and I have 35 awareness. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, like I'm probably gonna ring into like the ship and be like, hey, is there like an alternate route if we went right from here from where we are? Would there be like an alternate route to the ancient imperial
Yeah.
ship?
We could
Just
always-
so.
We could also, you know, if we're expecting a bigger force, you could call in more troops.
Nah, we have to wait for them to arrive.
Yeah. And I think if we just like went for like a full like invasion, I feel like I feel like that's just asking for our own ship to get attacked.
Our own
Yeah.
ship of tens of thousands of people.
I mean, we don't know how many orcs are
Yeah.
here, and there's enough material in here that orcs could just like scrap mangle a ship together.
Oh boy, true. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight the orcs. My vote is on left. So what? Should we just vote on where we think that we should go?
There's an
Left.
al-
Let me just put something in general for that. Then yeah, you can do like a little bit of a quick vote. The way I
We
usually
would
do
rather
votes.
stick together either way.
Holtz will abstain on virtue that he promised his crew that they can do basically whatever they want.
So do
So-
either left, right, or split up as the vote.
Holtz will be adamantly against splitting up.
Yeah.
So you can just vote for both left and right, and we'll call it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right, but hopefully in the future we get a better chance to split up because, God, that would be fun.
Oh
yeah,
god.
we'll definitely
you
get a
want to
split up thing,
die.
but this is just the.
Yeah, so should be interesting. I just don't want it right now when one of us is almost dead.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
There, pulls in the general.
All right, so we're all going left. Well,
I mean, I have to by default vote for all of them, so.
which one is yours?
I'm actually voting right.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Well.
it's even right now.
no.
Yeah.
It's 3 to the
Since-
left, 2 to the right. I've unvoted for go to the left, so going to the left is winning.
I mean, like Holtz will act as. I don't mind acting as tiebreaker.
You're voting for both of them. Somebody hasn't voted, basically.
I voted.
I'll go left.
Now,
Oh.
yeah, we're going left. Once
Okay.
again, Kismek's been outvoted by the entire fucking party.
We go in, we get the loot, we get out, and then if there's still orcs and cultists and we're not feeling too
Oh
shitty,
boy.
yeah, let's kick some ass.
I feel like we'd be better to, after we get the stuff, get out, then if we want to fly to the Necron part. Because
Huh?
walking all the way there would take a while. Or Eldar, or if we even want to stick around for anything else.
I wouldn't be surprised if the cultists had made the ancient imperial ship their hideout, because like if it was 6,000 years old, and like they just like fell to like ruinous powers.
The cultist was running towards the left, so I expect there to be some.
I feel like-
I don't expect the orcs to work with the bloody chaos cultist. And this guy doesn't look very red to me, so
Yeah, the thing is, like, I feel like we can negotiate with the orcs, by virtue of Holtz being a xenophile.
I love knowing that you're saying that statement like absolutely stone-faced, like actually.
I mean, yes, I recognize that they're orcs, and that like that's not like that. We're probably going to be fighting them more than often than not, but like,
out of the three parties, I will
Though-
relent. Yes, the orcs are the one you are most likely going to be able to negotiate between literal animals that want your meat, fucking cultists that are antithetical to your entire being, and
Though
things that barely
Gizmask-
think.
though
Mhm.
Gizmek really wants a fight.
Oh, yeah. That goes without saying.
I mean, I'm only basing that on the fact that like Holtz is like really high fellowship xenophile, and we have an orc in the party. That's the only reason I'm saying like we might have a chance to negotiate a fast track with the orcs.
Well,
Yeah.
and also a person who hates chaos worshippers literally has the talent for it.
Yeah, no, like if we're going to the left, we're probably going to be fighting like Gene Stealer cultists and chaos. Gene Stealers and chaos cultists.
We are
Maybe
gonna
Gene
fight the
Stealer chaos cultists.
Oh
That'd be
god.
fun.
Fuck
Um,
yes.
Gene Stealers which consume chaos cultist.
Fucking Slaneshi Gene Stealer cult.
Oh god.
That would be like we wouldn't have to ask questions if we go left. I'll say it that way. Like orcs, we might have to ask like one question, but if they're all against us, like it doesn't really matter too much. They're just really tough. Especially like we managed to take down like one knob, but like if we get like into an actual fight, I don't think we'd have much of a
With
chance.
the orcs, the other thing really is that even if we had to actually fight them, they'll very likely just stack up and I can just murder them all.
True, we
Okay,
do
not
have like
really, but yeah.
we have a flamer and we have lidless stare.
Yeah. I do my
yes.
shenanigans, I stun them and then we burn them while they don't know what's happening. While they are stunned.
And then you just get fucking Malachi to blind whoever the fucking like war boss or whatever of them is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
But
would have a fighting
we-
chance, but it also wouldn't be ideal. I know. I'm just also
Yeah.
voting based on my character's choice more
Oh,
so
no,
than
that's,
my
that's
realistic
absolutely
choice.
like fair too.
So do we want the chance for a one really big fight or do we want to constantly get harassed?
Well, I mean,
Well,
the vote has already really been cast. We're going to the left,
Yeah.
but we can
Yeah.
still talk about it for the funsies.
I mean, Zach's
Yeah.
not back yet, so like if there's like anyone who has like a chance to change their mind, I feel like it's worth it. But like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But like, it's just like
I'm looking at it as a sort of kind of a loot perspective base because you got orcs, right? You got Gizmek for sure
Yeah.
would be getting a lot of shit over there.
Yeah, that's
right?
exactly
Fuck,
why
lots of
Gizmek
orc
would
shit.
be voting for that too. Gizmek
Yeah,
would
but
want
at the
all
same
orcs.
But
time,
over here, you
all
either
the
got
orcs seem to be wearing is just scrap from the ship.
okay. So,
So-
but at the ancient Imperium side, what I'm looking at is it could be more human shit, like fucking
Yeah.
could find like stuff for the captain, stuff for guns, stuff for everything all around for the group. And if there's warp shit, however, if there is, don't think Malachi's going to be using it. You guys can, and if you guys do get
Yeah.
too corrupted, he'll be sure to behead you. But
Luckily, I'm just like basically immune to corruption.
I have Dark Souls, so if I get really heavy into corruption, it won't screw me over as badly.
I literally do not gain corruption points.
Yeah, I know.
Just like
Which is a bit insane.
dead stop. Do not gain corruption points as an orc. That's actually
That's a bit
mechanic.
insane, to be honest.
Yeah, I gain insanity, but I only go insane if I reach 100. But then I go hard insane.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure that you are basically meant to be dead at 100 insanity anyway, by base rules.
yeah.
Yeah, so orcs are fucking bullshit. But they're
I
also
don't think
really fucking
Holtz-
dumb and
So orcs in this are basically the Space Marines of Dark Crusade.
but we're also impossible to fucking
yeah.
negotiate with. Like I cannot play an orc that actually is a negotiator. Impossible, literally impossible.
I mean, like you could be a freebooter and negotiate with other orcs, but like that's
Yeah, that's about the extent of it.
yeah.
And then when you look at it that way, it's orc negotiation.
Orc negotiation. Like
Orc
Yeah.
negotiation.
Emphasis on the orc part of that statement.
it's not a lot of nuance there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Just like, you do what I say or you get crumped, kid.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
The baby
finally.
has released you. Yeah, so we basically held a poll while you were gone, and we've decided to go left, but we're also waiting to still talk with this orc more.
You didn't want to split up?
I mean,
We got talked out of that.
but the captain was
There's one way to recreate Colonial Marines.
Oh god.
Well, if we did that, then we'd know that all of them would die instantly, of course.
Yeah, that's
you
what
gotta,
I'm saying.
you gotta add a protagonist, otherwise they would.
Oh boy.
I'll just ask this because, like, where are the these black Yumis congregated?
Oh. I'd
They
smash 'em.
congregating that way. Which direction are you going to smash?
Well, I was going that way because I was chasing Naomi. I just found him, and I wanted to smash him, and he ran away.
Huh.
Are you watching NASCAR or some shit? Sponge?
What?
I could just hear like vrooming sounds in the background.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that was just a car by my window. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Understandable.
all of
Have
a
nice
sudden, the
day.
car comes bursting through the space Hulk. All right. All right. Anyway, we're talking to this
If
orc.
we
Is
knew
like
what
still
Naomi's
sitting
well,
on
we
his
would
back
have crumped
belly.
him by now. We just can't find him.
And your buddies are back that way, right? And I point down the hall towards where he came from.
I think so.
Oi, get!
Y'all have
You was fun to fight.
It was fun too, how everything went black.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. Blame to you, me. Sorry about that. You want to help us fight some other shit?
I don't work for Humies.
You gotta work with us. You gotta just bash some other shit. How'd that sound?
Yeah, but that's working with the Humies.
Yeah, the humans fun is though. They say weird things. It's funny to you.
I ain't got no teeth that'll be useful.
Yeah, but the things we beaten all have better teeth.
Yeah, but I could crumple with my boys. Why do I need to take the Humies as my boys?
'Cause your boys ain't here. Why are you thinking too much about it? Let's go crump gits. Gush should go ahead, like, stand up, grab him by the collar, and just sort of start walking off in this direction.
I'm gonna say roll something.
Strength.
Intimidate.
Roll lot.
It's an orc.
roll orc logic.
Yeah. He's
Roll
kind of
strength.
using logic on him. But,
Oh god.
This probably be like charm or command.
Roll logic
But
with a
since
K.
you are an orc,
It
Since
would
you
probably,
are
I
an orc,
actually
I'd say
do have
roll
logic
strength.
as a skill.
yeah, it's like since you are an orc and you're like commanding him, so I'd just say use roll strength.
Alright.
I was like, you substitute strength for it, so you need to try and get less than half of your strength score. So D100.
No,
a
I have-
target,
Wait, oh, so you're saying
Could be-
use...
could be charm or command, but since you're an orc, you could use strength for it. So it'd be D100 target of 26.
Yeah, he's saying command, but with strength.
Can I get a plus 10 from our Xenophile?
I don't think I can do that outside of combat.
I would assume so.
Rogue Trader, once per round as
Let me
free
check.
action.
It would be too overpowered outside of combat. I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd probably like combat stuff.
Damn.
You can spend a fate point to get a plus 10. Would have just
It
barely
wouldn't have
failed
done
if you
a-
had the skill.
It wouldn't have done anything, and I also don't have any fate points left, I don't think. Because 2 fate points is
started
You only
fucking
used
nothing.
one.
Yeah, I think you only used one. Oh no, he's the other one to reduce the damage by D5.
Yeah, so that
Oh, that's
didn't
right,
go
yeah.
fucking down.
Yeah, it's kind of like they all kind of looks at you and says, "Leave to me, so we can go crop some gits."
Yeah, I don't care if they follow along. Ain't gonna do anything fancy. Let's just go.
Gizmek, we're going to the left.
I was dragging him to the left. I said to
Okay.
the left.
Okay.
I ain't going with no roomies. So we can go come some guests our way.
One gets ain't
Gizmek.
that way.
Gizmek, the only thing crumping that way is orcs. If we go this way, there's other things to crump.
Yeah, it's more of these big things to crump if we go this way, he says, kicking the Tyrannid. He's just big, got big teeth. He pries open the jaws to show him.
Yeah, but I ain't going with no roomies.
What's up with you and
Leave the
thinking
roomies.
too much about humans?
I don't work with roomies, they're soft little guests. I work with the boys.
Yeah, well, these humans just made you blind, deaf, unable to taste, unable to freaking think. And he did it with his head. I can push me in a wall with his mind.
You got
Humans ain't soft. Yeah, he beat me up in a ball fight forever ago with his mind.
Why the hell you got a weird boy?
He's a real good one, he is. This other one got 3 eyes. You ever seen that before?
Sator just walks up and just takes off his bandana to show his third eye.
No. Oh yeah.
Have him actually do the test.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Yes,
And when
whip up the bandana, they all kind of looks at you and just goes completely slack and just staring at your third eye.
I sort of want to have Sato do an intimidation check if you'll allow it with that.
He's looking at the eye, he's staring directly into the warp. So
Should I do an intimidation check?
well, right now he's
Oh.
just staring at the warp.
He's like vegetated. He's brain
Yeah,
dead.
he's slack right now.
Okay, I cover it back up.
What'd you say?
D10. Roll a d10.
Oh god, me.
Plus your willpower bonus. You just live to stare at that guy.
Oh god.
I can't tell.
Roll a 10. Roll a 10.
This is just pure energy critical damage to the head. It's d10 plus willpower.
I gave him too much. He's dead, I think.
Yeah, not.
He's
not
barely
like
alive.
everyone. And he already had 1 critical damage. So that is a 10 critical damage. So let's see what happens. Energy to the head.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's
I know this.
Yeah, she just kind of stares at your head for a second. Roll me 2d10 and a d8.
Oh god.
It just explodes.
2d10 and a
Oh my
d8.
Yes.
This is perfect for an orc.
3,
Alright, and then a
3,
D8.
and
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's 6.
6.
So
and
as
2.
he's staring, you see his head, like several veins around his head start to throb and pulse. And as you cover it back up, the throbbing stops. His head just explodes. And then you see some fire catching, and the body runs straight into Gizmek. So Gizmek, roll me an agility.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Just the head explodes, body catches fire, and then runs. Yeah, so it's like his head
him up, didn't you?
explodes, and then his body catches fire and runs right into Gizmek, kind of hitting the wall and bouncing off. So, Gizmek, you're now on fire.
Gizmek's gonna spend his whatever to get off of fire.
Yeah, it's outside of combat. It's fairly easy that Gizmek just stops, dropping rolls as the orc's headless body then kind of like hits the wall, kind of bounces around for a bit, and then collapses.
Gizmek looks at him and just like, guess you couldn't handle the humans after all.
His head just fucking exploded from looking into your eye.
Alright, guess there's no talking with that kid anymore. Let's go, crump some more gits.
Yeah, it's like he looked at you, his head popped, his body caught fire, and then pinballed around the room for a minute before collapsing.
God.
Oh god, that was great.
Yeah.
But I think we were also talking about this earlier. I think our marching order has changed. Sator has
I
like
want to
dark
go in
vision,
front.
and
Yeah, and I have decent awareness too.
Well, you all have
It's
torches.
called dark. It's
You're
called
not
dark side. Yeah,
Yeah, you have-
I'm not
you have-
gonna.
I think it's only got a certain range though, and I think the torches would cover that, so it's not really an advantage.
Yeah, I'm not using my torch anyway because yeah, it's basically unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I'm mostly saying that I'm going to the front because I have decent awareness too. Unless anyone has better than 44.
I have the same as you, but it's not better.
Yeah.
I mean, if
and
you're
also
in the
I'm-
back, you can watch our rear too. So
Yeah, and also I'm equipping my armor now.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
they
all
actually
probably
putting
get
on-
armored up.
Yeah, I might as
I
well do the
feel like
same.
as a Voidborn, I wouldn't be the most worried about space. Even though
Well,
it's still risky.
You can't
Base-
breathe.
Yeah,
You
you
would be
cannot.
worried about zero gravity. That's like
Yeah.
the main concern of having the suits
Yeah,
off.
if it's zero gravity,
Zero gravity gives
don't mind
zero
at all.
shit about where you were born. Haha.
Well, no, he's used to zero gravity because he was born in space.
Same with Maloki.
Yeah.
Malachi.
Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm
He's just
keeping it.
malarkey now.
Everyone's gonna
Keep
start
it
calling
up.
you that. now
I'm
all the
keeping
time.
a check mark for every single time somebody says it. Gizmic is a pass, though.
I literally cleared it with him before the start of the campaign, so if he gives me shit for it, it's his fault.
I'm just
You
saying.
You guys continue on, kind of leaving behind the burning corpse of the heretic and the orc. The Xenos body probably not far behind in the very thick atmosphere of that place. Which is like, yeah. You guys continue on. And as you go, can somebody give me another D12?
Oh god, should I do it this time?
go for it.
Yeah, another same incident.
Yeah, if you get the same one, you just reroll. Yes, as you're going ahead. Yeah, the two at the front, Sato has the best perception. As you walk ahead, you notice a weird room up ahead. As you're kind of going down, you see this one has got a door wide open. A fairly big door. Looking inside, you can see what looks like a collection of animals. It's like some of them are like almost seem to be like Terran animals. So you see like a few horses, like a very large wolf, and some are like weird Xenos animals. It's like in this room, looks like almost like a barn. There's like somehow on a ship.
Yep.
Oi,
And
bring me!
somehow- and
Yeah,
for
it's
some
like-
reason, it's inside a space hulk, and they are alive.
Yeah, it's like the walls and floors and that are like still made of metal. It's not like a wooden barn. But yeah, it's
Yep.
like some kind of stable that some ship had, and looks like the animals are still alive.
Are they like
Somehow.
starving, or are they well fed, or?
Yeah, so you guys kind of like look in there. You're probably about like 50 meters or so back. It's like at the edge of the light. Yeah, they all look perfectly fine, just kind of milling about. Like you'd expect to find just like on a barn that is like regularly maintained, or stables even.
Did you say that there was a wolf?
Yeah, there's like
Let's
some
see.
horses, one looks like an oversized wolf. Several
Well,
different kinds of
or a
animals.
space
There's like
wolf.
some like there's some like Terra native ones, and there's some like weird tentacly things. One thing that looks like almost like a very large beetle with like 20 legs. All of them is kind of stood and milling around in their different in the different stable bits, not reacting to any of you at all. But then, well, they would be able to see you because you can see them. And light.
Yeah.
Nice. Just because Mike's got to remain where he is. He's not all too super hungry, but he is sort of licking his lips a little bit.
Captain, did you have any room for a petting zoo on the Blackstone?
There
And
is a
at-
cargo hold.
And also at this point, well, Malachi, how do you receive astropathic messages? Like, what do you do when it sends you a message from close by?
It's kind of like if he's just normally milling about, it's just like sort of like like that interrupts all background noise, so it makes it hard to hear. Like, but once he focuses in on it, he begins to use his psi essence to see the actual message and hear it through the warp.
Yep. Do you feel that buzzing in the back of your head telling you that somebody's messaging you, and that
All right.
path is to get your attention?
I'll answer it. Or see what it is. Just
Yeah, and you hear a voice that you haven't heard before, but sounds like almost like a desiccated voice that happened, like somebody who's really in need of a drink. Like, message from Wanderer. A ship has been detected. A rogue trader vessel on the other side of the hull. They seem to have sent in boarding parties.
Captain, we appear to have possibly a problem. Apparently another rogue trader vessel was seen coming, and they said boarding parties.
Yeah, he did say on the other side of the hull, though.
On the other side of the Hulk.
Yeah. So assuming he's somewhere.
Yeah, they would either be. Yeah, they're likely going for the old rogue trader stuff then.
I assume
That or
that.
That or the Eldar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Old rogue trader. Then we better hurry if we want to get if we want to get the good loot. I don't want to
Yeah.
give up anything to that other rogue trader.
And after a short delay, you also hear another message come through.
All right.
Additionally, we have received a message from an unknown source saying, I don't suppose you're interested in payment. No other message.
I've received another information statement saying, I don't suppose you are interested in payment.
At that, Holtz kind of grins really widely, and he tells Malachi to send back. Your money's no good here. Or tell them to send back. Your money's no good here.
Quote from the rogue trader: "Your money is no good here. Please send that in a reply, and I'll shoot the message." I think I need to make a willpower check.
No, you're close enough by, though. I'll only make you roll for those when you're a system part. If you're within a planetary range, I won't make you roll.
Correction. We don't want your money.
Correction. We don't want your money. Captain, should I be hostile? Say, add a fuck off too?
No.
Okay.
No. That's.
Listen, Captain, listen. Listen. I may be blind, but even I can see the foreshadowing here that I feel like we're going to end up in some difficulty with these guys. It's only fair.
Oh, don't worry about them. Be prepared to send back. Well, how about our in exchange for our tea? Is the next call phrase.
What?
The next phrase you'll send is in exchange for our tea. Don't make me repeat myself, Malagi.
Malachi pulls out a notepad, puts a check mark next to Holt's name. The next
you
phrase.
can't read.
I can. I have literacy.
You got
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I learned the last a week.
Don't worry, you can only write down names and check marks.
I got tired of.
And it's you don't write a check mark. You put a few dots onto the page. You stab the page so it makes an indent.
I got tired of making the mental note of it all.
Yeah, you start writing in Braille.
Yeah, Malachi will send that then to the astropath to transport it to.
Oh, that's the next message. Send that part now.
Yeah.
He's blind. He can just see your soul. Yeah. Well, it's like they have like Ashpass has like a form of braille, so he just kind of pokes the pages a hole and pops it out. Or like it would have like something.
He has bubble wrap braille.
I like how we are just derailing.
Sheet of bubble wrap.
Wait. The thing is that I know Low Gothic, High Gothic, and Ship dialect. How does that translate over from Braille to that?
You can speak those languages and you can write in those languages in the braille. It's just you can't actually read those
How
languages.
do you write those languages in the Braille, Zach? You're still speaking Braille.
Yeah.
The
This is so
There's,
fucking...
there's 3 different forms of the braille.
Of the Braille. This is fucking stupid, but alright.
So if you guys are looking your head at this barn as that happens.
Let's look through this quickly. I'm curious as to why these animals are fed, but it's not. But unless there's anything particularly valuable in here, I'm not really interested in this.
Captain, Malachi, like, raises his hand.
Yes, Malachi.
Can I pet the space wolf?
Tell me something. Malachi, you cannot see any animals up ahead. Because I just remembered.
What do you mean?
Wait,
Zach, see without eyes. Come on, man.
Yeah, just roll me a signition, actually, because I didn't think about this until just now, but your way of seeing might.
Should I roll? I'm supposed to roll the signitions, right? Sorry, you are kind of.
Just Malachi.
Yeah, you have normal eyes. Yeah, so Malachi,
Okay.
with that, as you look ahead, it's like you can see these animals, you see the outline of their souls, but something about it is off, and you realize it. These souls are in a different point in time. No, those souls are at a different point in time. You can't tell exactly when, but their time is off.
Wait. Gentlemen, we are experiencing a warp anomaly. Stand by.
Oh.
Explain yourself.
I should have picked it up with my sense earlier, but these animals, they aren't
Delicious.
well. Yes, but they aren't from here. They're not from now. They're
What?
from almost the
Other time.
past.
Sir.
The warp does not lie. Well, it does on every single occasion, but even I can see that there's something off with them. Their souls. They should be dead. I would not recommend any of us getting close to these animals.
Why are you
That,
speaking
or-
in Limerick?
Let us.
Big friend, how do I explain it? Animals was dead. Animals is not dead.
Animals
Schrodinger's barn.
Animals is still supposed to be dead.
Sounds too complicated. Can we eat them?
No.
Just tell him
if you
no,
went
and
back
that'll
into
be the
their
shortest
time,
answer you
yes.
can give him. You're so
No, the
making
thing-
it too complicated for the fucking orc. Just tell him no, you can't eat them. That would be a bad idea.
Malachi's actually going to look around the room in general then, considering that if the animals are from a different time period,
Oh.
is the room, in a sense, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Actually-
as you look at the room, you can tell that whole room is at a different time.
Oh boy.
Just you can't tell exactly when that time is, but presumably before it became part of the Hulk somehow. Just like seems to be like there's like a starting point like just outside of that room where it suddenly shifts to time. You're not entirely sure what would happen if a person walked into there. They could shift to that time as well, or they could just pass through and nothing happens to them. They could
Captain,
just walk through and come up into the now. It might
Bit out
only
of
affect
character,
light
but
or
is
something.
there a route around this room?
Yeah, there's other ways. You'd have to backtrack a bit and find another route. But yeah, it'd be easy enough.
Captain, I do fear that this room is affected by a temporal anomaly. If we go through there, I cannot assure that, well, we may come back out in the same time period that we come in. It's like a warp portal, except more stable.
In that case, it'd probably be best to backtrack and turn around. I'd rather not I'd rather not be stuck on a spacewalk for the rest of my life.
Well, worse. Stuck on, well, going back in time on the normal ship.
Food is good, but there ain't no fight with the fucking livestock.
I mean, a couple of them look like they would put up a good fight. Like, there's a very big wolf that's like nearly the size of a horse.
Oh yes,
Uh,
but
I'd probably
we'd
put
kill
up a
them
fight.
once, and then we'd be stuck there.
he was
Malachi.
told by
Presumably.
Malachi no.
Malachi is going to go ahead and he's going to take out his sword and he's going to say, the real test here. And he's going to go on the edge of the entrance of the room and he's going to plunge his blade into the area to see if anything physical changes about it.
I mean,
See, as you, like,
probably a better
put the
test would
sword
just be to
through,
take like an extra cartridge of a gun or something and toss it in.
No. I want to see what happens here.
Yeah, so you go up to like just outside the edge of it because you can sense where the edge of it is.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know it's there, you can like almost like see like a slight haze on your vision where it starts. Now that you're focusing, and then you like slowly push your blade into it. Now as it passes through, it's like yeah, it's a weird thing because of how you see. It's like you can tell that like it vanishes. It's like everybody else sees him push the sword, and as it like hits a certain spot in space, it disappears. But yeah. So let's say with you need to roll for this.
Oh yeah, in the meanwhile, I sent you that picture I was talking about.
I think Cynicians would work again.
Okay.
Yeah, Cynicians or Forbidden Law Psychers both would work.
Okay.
Which
Let's
one
do
was it?
Psychics. 2.2.
So yeah, just barely. But
That's still
you can tell that as you push it through, essentially nothing happens. It's just going through space, and it's not affected by the time warp. Because you can see that like to everybody else, his sword vanishes. He kind of pushes it, almost like he's pushing it through like a hole that isn't there. The blade just disappears as he pushes it through. But yeah, you can tell it's just going through that area. That like weird time bit isn't affecting it.
Well, gentlemen, at least inanimate objects are unaffected by this time anomaly, as Malachi tries to pull it back out.
Yep, you pull it out and it's exactly the same.
And
It seems like from its perspective, it's got pushed forward and there's nothing weird.
Congratulations, Sword. You have just time traveled.
In that case, this space exists on a different timeline, and since we're on our timeline, we can't go through it, and therefore we should be fine if we step through here. Holt steps through.
You're not going to
Hopefully
nominate
no
one of us to go through? You're just going to
Oh,
step
boy.
through yourself?
The captain just like ages rapidly. Just dies.
Step through just turns into a skeleton.
Yeah, I'll
You
send
hear
it.
the
I'll send in
words
one of
on
the
his
boys.
next
right?
bionics
Okay.
as he
I
sprints
specifically
through.
have boys for
Oh,
this.
boy.
I'll send in one of the boys.
It's like
Should
Holt
I?
goes to step through, guys just, Jane, go.
No,
I say,
and the
roll
moonwalker.
before you get this opportunity, Gizmek's just like, I'm bored of this. You hear the fucking like bionics on his legs start to whir and spurt and sparks come off and he just sprints through this room.
Malachi.
Yeah, because like, as you run forward, going for the wolf, you like go through and you feel like this like slight tingling, like a sudden build up of static as you run forward, but then you kind of through that the static goes away, and you're in this what looks like the same room, but probably like several hundred years have passed. They're like skeletons of the animals that you saw. There's a lot of dust everywhere. And yeah, do you stop in the room or do you just keep running?
Nah, he's just sprinting straight through.
Yeah. See you guys see Gizmek runs forward and vanishes.
Still tell my boy to go through.
Yeah, he's like, he's definitely knows. He like slowly kind of walks forward and kind of like pokes a finger through, pulls it back out, and it's like slowly steps into it. Yes, as Gizmek's like running through, you kind of turn around to see this guy very tentatively step in.
Get over here!
And as Gizmek keeps running, you feel another set of that static, and you're in. And yeah, you seemingly walk through the room, just into some more hallways. Would Gizmek stop, or would you just keep running?
Gizmek just stops at the other side of the room once he stops feeling whatever.
Yeah, you stop and you turn back and you see a nice room full of animals.
Gizmek is now on the opposite side, and he's just like tapping his foot like impatiently, just like
Yeah.
up you gits as he screams across.
The soldier like gingerly steps in and steps back out. He's like, seems fine.
Can they
Colts
hear
just
me
walks through at
across-
this point.
I have a question.
Just
Can they hear
ignores
me
it.
across the other side?
No, they cannot.
All right.
Holtz gives no fucks. He walks through.
Malachi will follow.
You'll-
Sator works. Sator waits
You'll-
for Malachi to see if the warp fuckery will somehow mess with him more.
See, you'll step through. Nothing strange happens beyond this like feeling of walking through like a wall of static, and then emerging out into an empty room full of animal corpses or bones, long since desiccated away.
It appears that instead of a temporal anomaly, perhaps it could either been that or maybe a mixture of warp delusions.
Yeah, so that's it. Like, yeah, like I say, either it's some form of possibly an illusion, or for some reason it's like a time warp that only affects light.
Hmm.
Yeah, the two options for what the hell is happening.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, eventually you all file through. Coming
Without
back
having
out.
to
And the door
backtrack.
closes behind you.
You'll eventually pass through and continue on your way.
Huzzah!
Any word back from the Blackstone on that transmission?
Yeah, as you guys continue walking, yeah, after like another 10 minutes, Malachi again gets another message. Then get response to "We don't want your money." Well, how about our coffee?
Captain, they are now requesting, if we don't want money, how about coffee?
In
Maybe they-
exchange for our tea. I believe I already mentioned this.
I didn't say that.
You just wrote it down. You didn't actually tell them to say it.
Wait, no, I wrote down him calling me malarkey. That's what I was saying.
You didn't
Yeah.
you did on the message.
No. I keep track of who says malarkey, remember.
Well, it's already told you to send the message back, but we got distracted by the fucking room full of livestock.
Yeah. So do you send back that message?
Yeah, I'll send it back.
Understood. Yeah, you guys continue on.
With all this talk about coffee and tea, what does it even taste like?
Was
Long
this coffee
story,
cup in
Gizmek.
40K again?
But actually, that
Yeah,
would be recaf and Tanner technically. If we want to use the 40k words, coffee is
Fair.
recaf and tea is Tanner.
Let's just use normal English, please.
Everybody in 40k except the Valhallans hates Tanner. It's like in the Commerce Arcade novels, it's like, why do you drink that shit? It sucks. You drink their Prometheum tasting recap. Yeah, you guys continue on.
Another
Space
D6 or
Rush.
D12?
Yep, somebody else give me a D12.
Let me.
Uh,
Oh yeah, you get it. All right, 7.
yes.
Alright. Yeah, you guys continue on for a bit. As you go along, who are the ones at the lead? So it's the whole way is to like widen out a bit, just enough for like 2 or 3 people to walk abreast.
So it's gonna be
So just
Sator
Sator
and
and Gizmek.
assumably Gizmek at the front.
Yeah, so as you
Gizmek's
guys
stubbornly
go
being
up,
at the front despite being wounded.
yeah, both of you give me an agility test.
Oh joy, my best attribute.
Oh joy.
Oh shit.
No perception for this.
Nope.
Oh wow,
It's
I
only
actually rolled well for
Damn.
once, and you rolled shit.
Should I just re-roll that?
Go.
You
Yeah.
can if you
Go
want.
for it.
Fucking.
I like how I roll a 2 and you roll a 91.
There we go.
Yeah, so you guys both start walking forwards, and then suddenly the gravity shifts. It's like you're just walking along on the floor, and then suddenly you're falling towards the roof. You guys both manage to like tuck and roll a bit, and kind of like hit with your shoulders and roll with it, so it doesn't hurt. But then you like you stand back up and you look over, and hey, the rest of them are walking on the ceiling.
What you kids doing walking on the roof?
Yeah, the gravity just suddenly shift, and yeah, you guys just saw them fall up and hit the ceiling, and then I stood up on the roof.
Now Gizmek
It
accusing
appears-
you of being walking on the roof.
It appears to be either. Go on, Mr. Dio.
No.
Oh, okay.
Carry on.
It appears to be either a warp-affected area that results in gravity. I would know. I've had caused multiple of those in my day, or it has something to do with the ship's gravitational field generator. Possibly it is got twisted up somehow or messed up to suck things to the ceiling instead of on the floor.
Well, I know it's you gets on the roof. Get down.
And yeah, you guys and Gizmek and you like, would see like the lumens are like on the roof, are like well, to you guys it's on the floor, for Gizmek and Sator. So it's not like the room shifted; it's you guys are just now stuck to the roof.
Yep.
Obviously, Gizmek wouldn't really
Gizmek
notice
doesn't
that.
give a shit.
I'm just clarifying that you are walking on the roof.
Yeah. And
It
Sator's
just
just
feels
kind
like
of.
yeah, this is the way down. How gravity works.
Sator kind of gets quickly adjusted to it, I would assume.
Yeah, it's like there's barely any adjustments. It's like, oh hey, gravity, because the body's like, hey, gravity's down, so this way is up.
All right. So what Holtz will do is he'll take like a single coin, like a thrown gelt, and he'll just like walk forward with his hand outstretched with the gelt until like the coin starts to fall up, just to find where the barrier is.
Yeah, you find it pretty quick as you go up and like with a hand out, your arm starts like you feel it like pulled upwards instead of downwards by gravity, and the coin flies up,
And then
goes up the ceiling.
try to
since
get
he
the
has to keep going, he'll just like find like the wall, and then just use that to like slide down, like using like the playing with the barrier, and then just like
Yeah, it's fairly easy since you know that it's like there's like a lot of exposed piping in that in a space, so it's fairly easy, like get a hand hold and like almost like half flip yourself before you go into it and then go and land on your feet.
yeah.
It's just that they had no way to expect it, so just suddenly started falling.
Nah.
Yeah, I grabbed the coin from the quote-unquote ground.
Imagine
And
if
I
I
look
failed
at
that,
the-
took 1 damage.
Before you
Imagine
reach
if I
out-
failed that, took 1 damage from the fall, went to 0 again.
It would have been fatigue. It wouldn't have actually been damage.
Ah,
Yeah.
lovely.
I ask
It's falling
Paul,
1 meter is more surprise.
I kind of make it very obvious that I want to throw the coin towards through the rest of the room, and I look at Holtz if he gives me permission, basically.
Well, Holtz is coming over to you. Oh, throw it down the hallway that you're going. Yeah,
Yep.
good idea.
I have so much of that that counting it, I have people paid to count how many people count my money.
So what you're saying Kevin, is you have an accountant for your accountants.
Yes.
I just throw it.
It's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, you just yeet it down the hallway. Roll a strength to see how far you get it.
Not very far. Watch me get a nat 1 or something.
No, you throw it
91.
Hansley.
91.
Gizmek looks at this and just like rolls his eyes. He's just like, "That's not how you do it." He holds out his hand to Holtz. Give me one.
I just like flip a coin to him.
Yo, yay!
Takes it and throws it down the hallway. And yeah, after a while, it like starts to go normally, and then suddenly falls and hits the wall.
It's a wall, you said.
Yeah, he throws it down. It goes mostly normal, and then it starts to fall towards, and eventually hit and skids across the wall.
Yeah.
Gravity moves.
It's
to the
like
side
looking down the
instead.
hallway, it just hits the wall. And it seems like this part of the ship probably. Well, you guys know how like the
Yeah.
gravity in 40K works. They have some fancy tech that they never talk about that lets them replicate gravity. So it seems like either the one for this ship that you're in is messing up, or there's multiple of them close by that are overlapping and just making gravity go all wonky.
Sator is just going to walk forward and try to find out around what the area of when the gravitation goes towards the wall is, and if possible, he's gonna pick up that coin back, which he threw.
Yeah, you will
Reach
have
up on
your
Gizmek's
hand like getting pulled to one side by the gravity. It's kind of shift yourself, so you kind of slide,
Yeah, it's
slide and
kind
hit the wall with your feet.
Yep.
Gizmek just sprinting along the
Yep.
edge of the wall and just sort of basically hugging it as close as he can while still sprinting at full speed with his bionic legs.
Does
as soon as the
Gizmek
gravity
keep going after the gravity shift to the wall? Would
He
you
knows
like,
that
keep
he
running
knows
down
around
the
there.
hallway?
He's like grinding to a halt just shortly before because he knows it's going to happen. And so he's
Right.
just going to be
I
like, on his
thought you were
side.
going until you shift to the wall and then keeping on running. But yeah, this is the kind of thing like if you guys are cautious and like take your time a bit, this isn't really dangerous. It's just more
Yeah.
like the surprise of it. You guys can like basically go forward being cautious.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Gel ahead of you.
Yeah,
We're just
we're being
basically going
cautious
to
with this. Gizmek's
continue-
just having fun with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the danger with this is that if you walk along down and then it shifts up to a hallway which has an open door, you can just fall down a hallway.
Yeah. But we're being careful enough with it to make sure that won't happen.
I think we have a reliable way to do this quickly without like
Yeah.
a whole lot of.
Cool.
You just kind of walk with an arm outstretched, and you'll feel the gravity before you walk into it. So yeah, once you know to be aware of it, it's fairly easy to get around.
Yeah, and
Is that-
we are more careful every time we see an open door.
Yes, it would have been funny as hell if either of you had rolled a really big fail on that gravity, because then you would have fallen down a hallway.
Oh boy. Good thing that I rerolled
through, like
it.
a gap.
That's how Gizmek dies. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you fell by 5 degrees, that you would have taken a bit of a fall.
I
before you hit
got
something.
minus 6.5. No, it was minus 5 degrees point 2. Good thing that I rerolled it.
That would have been enough that essentially you fell 6 meters.
Ow.
Oh god.
Kind of
That would've-
fell through
that
like
would've
a
hurt.
hole in the roof. Yes, that would have hurt. It's a good thing you reroll.
Yeah.
See? You guys continue on through there. And yeah, after a bit, Malachi, you get another message. Message from the unknown source. Greetings, Holtz. Grateful for your assistance on the station. I am investigating the Eldari structure.
Greetings, Holtz. Thank you for your assist on the station. He is investigating the Eldar structure. Seems like you have a friend, Holtz.
No, you think? It's almost like I had a prepared identification call out.
Malachi rolls his non-existent eyes.
Ask him to confirm that the other ship we found on radar is his.
Holt, or like holds, showing
And
that what
say one more thing. Glad to see you are alive, Daltier.
Yeah, I just send that.
Yep.
Yeah, you send out that message. Yeah, you continue walking because messages, like messages, take longer to transmit. Takes a few minutes. Yeah, after like 10 minutes or so, you get a response back. You should not be detecting my ship. It is cloaked. The other ship is another rogue trader.
Other ship is rogue trader. His ship is cloaked.
I'll just scroll down real quick. I'll just send a message back. Be advised, there is an old rogue trader ship mixed in with the Space Hulk around that area. We also discovered Necron remains on the other side, on the side opposite you.
I send that.
Yeah, you get the last response. Just appreciate the warning. We were aware of the rogue trader. I will investigate this Necron ship next.
Oi! We called dibs!
Relax, Gizmek. We can trade with him.
I don't care about the training, I care about the kidding!
As yeah, Holtz, you would know since you're friends with the guy, is that the Eldar and the Necrons do not get along. Like, the Eldar kind of seek out the Necrons wherever they can to make sure they're dead.
In that case,
Like, he probably would be interested in taking the tech, but he'd like destroy all the shit on there. Like, destroy all the Necrons on it.
Ask him to bring me along for the ride.
yeah, it's like, I'll send a message back. It's like, would you like assistance with the Necrons?
Yeah, and so each of these like led by a delay of like 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
messages have to be sent via systems.
Mhm.
Yeah, after a while, the response comes through. It's like, do not require it, but it would be appreciated.
I don't care who comes with us as long as I get to do the smashing!
I have a new crewmate who's very eager to crump some gits. I'm sure he'll be happy to assist.
Just as Malarkey's about to send the message, Gizmek turns to him and gives him the biggest shit-eating grin.
That
Message back is be cautious with Crocs. They're known to betray, but they are useful in a fight. I will wait for you until we assault.
Understood. Good hunting.
The Grot's a crook!
And
Don't
none of
worry
you
about
know what the hell Croc is, or you can assume from the context that he's talking about Gizmek.
I think I can assume from context.
Yeah.
It's like
I know-
presumably just the Eldar.
I know
It'd be
out
like
of
all of
context
you or
what he
something.
actually means, but...
Yeah. We've all seen TTS. We know what a Grog is. If you haven't seen TTS, go watch it.
Yes.
please do.
Like,
Do.
pause this video, go watch that.
Pause this entire session. Go leave the session. Just watch the.
Just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just binge all
don't
the
watch our
episodes
tiny
from
little
there.
roleplay group here. Go watch this one that everyone's already seen.
All right.
But yes, do.
Should we move into the next section?
We'll wait 3 days for you to finish the TTS.
Anyway.
Do we roll another 1d12? Because I call it this time, if so.
Not for the way there.
Oh.
You guys continue on, and you have reached the edge of your map when you come up to this door that seemingly leads onto the ship that you're after.
Kick!
Wait, Gizmo, no!
He kicks it. It's a metal door. It
Your
doesn't
foot
budge.
hurts.
Damn it!
Yeah, you kick it with your bad foot. It's like, oh, fuck.
Boy,
Owie.
Yeah, we
Y'all
made
thought
an
about
effort.
that?
Might need a crack grenade for this. See if there's a cogitator that will open this door from this side.
What
Is there like
grenade?
a crack grenade? But like,
Yeah, I don't-
Yeah.
Is there like a cogitator or anything?
Yes, you guys investigate it for a moment. Yeah, there's like a panel to open it, but it seems to be locked. So you could try and like hack the door open, or use a grenade.
Tech use should be hacking, so
Yeah, so you can hack it, or crack it.
Damn. Gizmek, try to press 1111 into it.
Boy! Goes up to the panel. 1, 1, 1, 1. No, wait, 2. Sometimes they like to
Actually
mix it
try
up
and, like,
on you.
do you want to actually try and tech it open?
Yeah, let's do just a shits and gigs tech check on it.
It's gonna work.
Okay.
In intelligence, I'm assuming, because I temporarily changed to strength for that thing earlier.
Damn.
4.8 degrees of
I
success
told you.
with a nat 5.
You're on a 5.
Jesus.
Before he just kicks the panel.
Yeah.
1, 1, 1, 2.
No, this is Gizmek hacking. You like try those a few times, it locks you out. So you like grab the front of it, rip it off, grab some wires, put them together, and the thing opens.
There we go. I'm keeping this
And you
panel,
like,
by the
wait,
way. He
if
shoves
you
the front
put those
panel
wires
of the
together
thing
the
in his
entire
backpack.
time.
Shoves
Gizmek
the
tried
front
like
panel.
5 times. 1111, 1112, 1113.
No, he wouldn't have that much patience. After 1112, he would just be like, screw this.
Zog it.
Pulls out the panel, pulls out all of the wires, magically opens.
Turns the whole his
He
head
could
to
also
smile,
say,
just like,
"Oh,
oh, happy to have me around, you get.
He grabs a piece of paper from Malachai's notebook. He writes "open" on it and slaps it on.
Yes.
It opens, just like how orc logic.
Yeah, you guys get into this ship that is like definitely like of a design that you're not familiar with, an old ship, and it's kind of built like a submarine. It's like very tight quarters, like enough that Gizmek has to kind of like crouch a bit. It's gonna like pull in your head a bit, and there's all these like
Oh.
beams coming down. You can whack your head in if you don't duck down even more.
Yeah, so Gizmek
Alright.
puts
It's
away.
a very
Gizmek
cramped
puts away
close
the
quarters.
big chopper as a result and pulls out the chain axe again because he knows he can maneuver it better in this.
Gizmek puts it away as he walks by. You hear a tung, tung, tung as it hits every beam on the roof as he goes.
Oh,
It's a big axe.
God
with a
damn!
that he's just put
he bends even
like he's
lower.
whapping to the beam.
He bends even lower and
Yes.
pushes it even further
Yeah,
down on his back.
Yeah, you like shift it a bit, duck down. It's not comfortable. You're on a
Exactly.
walk, it's fine.
Zach, when Gizmo goes ahead and opens the giant metal doors, would there be a lot of dust coming out from those doors as if it hadn't been opened in a while, or how?
So,
Okay.
it's opening a door in a space hulk is a mix between there are 3 things that will happen. Either nothing, you'll get punched with dust, or you're going to open into the void. You got the second option here. He's got blasted with some dust as it opened.
Seems like we are the first visitors of this place, then. At least this room.
I call dibs on the cool tech shit.
As you guys kind of walk a bit, you see like a small like panel on the wall, some like small cogitator station kind of built into the wall. Like kind of lights up as you approach.
I'll examine it, see if there's anything like any records, any maps of the ship, like a layout or blueprint.
You examine through it and you see like some like emails like Vox messages that they received, but all of, like the data that seems to be like corrupted or erased at some point. But you find like a map of the ship which kind of pops up.
Gizmek comes up.
So you can
and
see like
he's
the
got
main
his,
points is like a smallish ship. Seemingly, it's like just like a very big cargo hold for the size of the ship. It's probably like about the size of the Blackstone, but a completely different model. Actually, no, wait, it's not the size of it's actually like
smaller.
I blanked on that. It is a very small ship for 40k.
It's
like
a transport ship, but for like a small time.
Yeah, it's like this ship could probably be crewed by like 3-4 people.
Oh goddamn!
But with a very big cargo hold, like half of the ship is just cargo hold. It's definitely some form of transport ship, but like no kind of like official like designations in the Imperium or anything. So presumably mercenary or something like that. Like all the stuff that you find. Yeah, you have a map of the ship.
Gizmek's gonna go
you
up
can
to
see
this
like
agitator and attempt to like hack into it.
the cargo hold. Yeah, like you have a map of the place. Where do you want to head to?
The cargo hold seems interesting, but so there's the cargo hold. There's a bridge. I'm assuming. Anything else that's important that stands out?
So like a mess hall, crew quarter space, engineering. Which engineering you see is one of those old things where you can't actually get into the engine. There's like small crawl spaces that you have to go down to get to it.
Captain, is there an astropath spire by any chance?
Is there an astropath spire by any chance?
There is not.
Is there any medical quarters of any sort?
Yeah, there's a small like infirmary.
If
You
there
will also find a small like navigator pocket, which is like built just above the bridge. It's kind of like in a pocket above the bridge. There's like a very weird, like outdated way of building a ship.
All right.
Yeah.
Gizmek goes to the crew that we brought along, finds whoever was actually doing the majority of the patching up, grabs him by the shoulder, comes up to Holtz and says, "Pull your shit, infirmary."
But you could just like send everybody a copy of the map to their compads.
Yeah, no, I'll just do that.
Right, so yeah, what actually happens is Gizmek gets it on his compad, notices that word infirmary, sort of thinks for a moment trying to remember what the fuck it means in Yumi's
Can
speech.
Gizmek read? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I have literacy. Gizmek is literate.
What?
Gizmek somehow learned Logothic.
Yeah. I have speak
boy.
language Logothic and I have literacy, so I am a literate orc.
Which is
Gizmek
very
looks at
weird
this.
for an orc, considering they don't have a number for 6
Yeah.
in the
it's
orc
hilarious.
language. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots.
Yeah. So
he somehow learned intricacies of Logothic.
Yeah,
You're heading to the.
Yeah, he tries to think for a moment, trying to remember what this word means in Yumi. Remember, it means make you hurt less, and he's just like, "Oh yeah!" And then he goes over to the crew and he just grabs the one that was patching him up the most, and he's just like, "You made this infirmary place now."
Uh,
Not wanting to disagree with the orc, he gets dragged along.
I ask Holt, is there anything for navigators?
There's a navigator spire towards the top of the ship.
Well, it's a navigator blister, is what it's called. It's like a small pocket just above the bridge where the navigator would hang out.
Blister
Would not be
actually.
comfy.
Malachi, want to come along?
Yeah. Well, I was looking for astropath stuff, but fuck it.
There doesn't seem to be anything for astropaths in here.
Unfortunate.
What's the Emperor's Light called when they're looking through the void? The
The Astronomicon.
Astronomicon, yeah.
And that's what navigators do. Astropaths send messages.
Yeah.
It's like not having a space for an astropath would mean that these guys could only communicate via VOT. So once they were translating through something, they would have no news from anything. They would only be able to talk in the system.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just go towards the navigator Like,
So you guys start heading towards the bridge because the navigator bit is just above the bridge and it's being accessed only
Yeah.
from the bridge.
Keep in
You guys start
contact with keep in contact with foxes.
yeah.
Get Joseph. I think we're heading to the cargo hold because that's like the only other major place I think, unless Joseph has another idea.
Nah, I'm just gonna follow along and keep with the group
So I'll just
rather
actually
than split
to quick-
off.
This is the bridge and navigator blister, mess hall and crew quarters, engineering, the cargo hold. Yeah. So it's a fairly small ship, so that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And it's it's like unlike your ship, where like getting to the side, it's a kilometer and a half. So like searching the whole thing would probably take like the better part of a day. I mean, like you guys could probably search this entire place in like an hour, if that.
Yeah.
But
A lot smaller.
Yeah.
It's like about the size of like a modern day submarine. It's like roughly the size of
Yeah.
this thing.
So,
Alright.
who are we going to follow first?
I thought we were kind of splitting off, but
Well,
mean,
we
yeah,
have
one
a
of our-
bar, so yeah.
Gizmek's just heading off to the infirmary. So do you want to
Yeah.
get to the bridge or the cargo hold first?
Gizmek is still so
Yeah, he's off. He's
It
Do we
does
want
not
to go
matter.
bridge or cargo?
Doesn't matter to me.
Who wants to go first?
let's
Hmm.
see.
I like to
Malachi.
take a
Yeah.
Just flip a coin, sure.
Uh,
Take- I'm
odds or
taking
evens?
the
Odds,
Um,
I'm taking odds. Odds.
well,
Odds. It's a 3, so odds.
All right.
Yay.
So navigator blister / bridge, I believe.
Yeah. Navigator blister, which is right next to the bridge.
So that is
So you guys
Malachi
start-
and Sator then.
Yep.
Yeah, you
All
guys
right.
start heading towards the bridge. Yeah, like squeezing through the corridors. You make it to the bridge. You find like the door closed and locked. Yeah, so you notice as well as it would also be on the schematics that this door is significantly thicker than the other doors.
Hmm.
Yeah, it seems like the bridge is meant to be like the most secure space.
Is there
From-
power running to it?
That does seem to be because so the other door worked and that cogitator thing turned on when you came in, so seemingly. Also, the machine spirit is probably still active if it turned on for you.
All right. I have an idea. Sator, if I explode, tell the captain. Sorry, I can't be his radio anymore. Malachi's
Sator's
going to.
You-
Sator
before you
stays
do that,
right
you do have
back.
a few crack grenades. You do have some crack. Oh no, you guys are. You
We
guys,
have frag
I think-
grenades. At least I have frag grenades. Hmm.
Did you
We still
crack
have, like,
grenades
a-
before you left?
We still have like an entire squad,
No.
so can we like split the squad between us? Like,
I mean, I had,
Well, the squad don't have crack grenades, so you only have frag.
I had an idea on how to open it. You guys, like,
Yeah.
okay, go for it.
I'd rather not
There's a
use the
whole
frag
bunch-
grenades because I feel like I'd.
I
more
feel
or
like
less
you should
explode the
just let
ship rather than
Malachi
the
fucking
door.
say what he was going to do because
Yeah.
it's funnier that way.
please.
Let him do it! Shut up!
Malachi.
All right, give me 1 second first. Okay, I did not roll a 9 to get my fate point back. But Malachi goes ahead and he says that to Sator, hoping that he gets in cover or something like that.
Yep, that's
And-
what he does.
Okay, Malachi is going to channel the powers of the warp, and he is going to go ahead and try and enact a psychic phenomenon. And let me roll a. He's going to push his power, so as long as he doesn't get a 75 and over, he should be fine. Okay, he triggers, but all right, good. So
roll for your psychic phenomena.
actually, I want to make a narrative declaration, Zach. Now, for the rite of sanctioning, I have Tech Scorn, which replaces any psychic phenomenon with the
You still
text
have to
score.
roll. You still
No,
have
I
to
don't.
roll it. If you roll perils,
Oh,
then
yeah, that's right. That's right. My bad. I gotcha. Okay,
that's
that's
why
not
it's
bad.
not massively broken.
Fair. All right. So I do get text scorn, but I would like to make a narrative declaration that with the text scorn, as the machine spirits are clicking in and out of reality, like fucking with shit all over, I want to make the declaration that it opens the door. Just the hinges just pretty much just
Yeah,
fucking
that's
with it.
fair. Yeah, as you like channel it and purposely like channel in for like you basically just, like channel the warp energy into you and then shoot it out in the way that you've been trained to, which
Mhm.
for you kind of fucks up with tech stuff. And the
Yeah.
door starts like that's like jump up and then slam down, jump up, slam down, jump all the way
Damn,
up,
39
slam
meters.
back down,
That would
then
be the
jump off
entire
and
fucking
stay.
ship now, wouldn't it?
Roll 5d10 meters.
I already
You
did.
just did.
Yeah,
39 meters.
How long is a submarine? I don't think I'll get the entire thing. You'd get a good portion of it, but I
How
wouldn't get all of
long
it.
is a submarine?
Oh yeah, like 175 meters is the length.
100 has a length of
You'd get, like,
170
the
meters.
front
Odd, yeah.
section. Yeah, so get a good portion of the front section. But you guys are heading to the infirmary, which would be a bit back from the bridge. So yeah, it does have some doors in there, but nobody else would see it.
All right. And
Nobody else
as the
would
door
far enough away. They'd be like 50 meters back or so would be Gizmek.
wonderful.
All right.
So as the malfunction happens, like the door just stops and like is half up, down. Malachi like puts his sword away, takes a deep breath, turns over to Sator and says, "Your gun's jammed," and then begins moving forward.
Well, you better not summon a demon then, or we are both fucked.
I mean, you could
Uh,
I think your
Yeah,
gun
a
being
whack.
jammed has no bearing on whether or not a demon would fuck you both.
Sator pulls
Especially
out
if
his big
Slanesh
metal
decides
stick.
to have a bearing here.
yeah.
Oh, and then I realized Sator just stops and he's just like, "Shit!" And then he pulls out his long lance, like begins unloading the clip. It's just like, "Fuck! I forgot I had a gun."
Yeah,
You
that's true.
guys head in. You see this very small bridge that was like there's not even like a throne for the captain. There's like a chair in front of a cogitator, which is very weird for an imperial ship. Normally they have like a big fancy throne, and there's like a couple other things that need to be for specific systems. There'd be like 3 crew in here at most to run the ship. You can see most of it is empty except for a long desiccated skeleton on like the captain's chair, but no skull. It's like halfway down the neck and down for the body, just on the throne.
Zach, any
can see
vents inside the room that are open?
No vents in the bridge. It seems like this kind of ship was built so that you could basically shut off the bridge from the rest of the ship or something.
How old does the skeleton look? It's like just very old, or it's like
It's a
just a skeleton. Yeah,
And do you want to like fully investigate it?
I would.
yeah. Can I do Cynicians just in case?
If you want to like psychic check. I'm gonna give it a quick cognitions check.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just want to look at the body and like analyze it, it would either be a Medicae if you're doing it medically, or awareness if you're just checking out the skeleton.
I'll do awareness.
I also just want. I want to check the.
Yes.
It's a skeleton.
These
It's a-
bones
yeah.
are bones.
Presumably
bones
died. Well, you can tell from that the guy who used to own the skeleton died at some point.
Shit, no way. Nah,
Okay.
bull.
Let's-
I don't trust that.
Let's see if I get luckier.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
this-
he died at some point.
Hey.
Hey, nice roll.
So yeah,
Yay.
with that, you like check over the skeleton. You're also going to look at the chair a bit, and yeah, checking out the chair a bit, you'd find like a couple tiny like bone fragments like in the chair where like the head would have been, which seems to suggest the skull blew up at some point, and a fair bit of like some like dark stains on it as well, presumably also from blood. And you'd also be able to notice what almost looks like teeth marks in the bone. Like a couple like something like scraped, like some like seemingly teeth are like bit into or scraped across the bones in various places.
Hmm.
So like somebody, like his head blew up, so got shot in the
Yeah.
head by something, and then somebody ate him, and yet put his skeleton back in where it was, or set it into the chair, like it was sat there.
Yeah.
Dead boy.
Hmm.
And he's also definitely been dead a long ass time. It's like whether or not somebody ate him, he would be skeleton by now. It's been 6,000 years
Yeah.
since this ship was there, apparently.
I thought you said 600 last time you posted it.
I meant
meant
worded
6,000.
when I posted it. 'Cause, yeah, 600 would not be old by imperial standings.
All right, 6,000. Got
Like
it.
there are ships still in use that are like 2,000 years old.
I see.
So for sure, this skeleton had his head somehow explode, most likely by being shot, and then was eaten by somebody else and placed back.
Well, that's quite the interesting predicament. However, do you remember what happened when you showed that orc your eye? Is he like?
You would also, with that, find a few items in there, like scattered around him. So there is a like data slate, kind of like on like a small stand next to him, which has an audio log on it.
If this
And
is,
then also kind of like,
if it's
and
not
then kind of like on,
broken,
like, yeah, and on the cogita tape on the cogita station in front of him is what looks like a bolt pistol, but very heavily modified. It's either like a really old like model of bolt pistol, or it's been massively modified. Possibly both.
hmm,
Well, considering that, actually, yeah. Mind if I take a look at that bolt pistol real quick? I'm actually a man of the arms myself, so I might be able to take a little look at it and piece together what exactly either this guy did to it or what era it's from.
go ahead then. I just pick up the other thing
Yeah,
to
the
see
data
if it
slate.
actually, the data slate to see if it works or not.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Hmm. Could I look into what it's actually holding?
So it's kind of on the thing next to him. You see, it's got like a an audio recording on it, seeming like that was the last thing that was opened. But yeah, you could like close that and look at other things on it.
Can I play the audio recording?
Yeah,
Then
you
I do
tap the plate. You hear, "This is Captain Hig. Been a week since I've eaten anything. Navigator got possessed. Carrion died taking her down. Victor let the damn AI loose. Yeah, I guess he might as well, since we're fucked anyway. It might survive. And we've been here for... holy shit, 3 months. I'm not getting out. And well, I'm not starving to death or letting a demon get my soul. Current date is M35 021 day 18. If someone finds this in 2 days, I'm gonna be real fucking pissed. If you do get it, feel free to the gun. You're Sicarians, you love the thing, be ashamed for just to rot there. Makes his own bullets, thankfully. You won't be down one. If you do happen to find this in a few years, you know where Turkson is? Find the Higg family, tell them what happened. Then it closes.
Hmm.
Well, he's a. You know, he went out an unfortunate path, but
Well,
at least he had a sense of humor when he died.
kids!
at least I can guess how his head is gone now.
Yeah. Demons. I was surprised. That also means that, well, maybe his Geller field failed.
What he say? I don't want to let a demon get my soul. Seems
Yeah,
to be why he shot.
Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking, that he's just shot himself.
Yeah. All right.
And I
You're
also
checking out the gun.
I'm checking it out, yeah.
basically make a mental note of his family just in case.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that right now.
None of you would have heard of Planet Turkson.
Yeah. And I also look around a
Mhm.
bit more if there is anything else I can find on the data. Yeah.
Malachi, roll a Roll a significance as you pick it up, actually.
Oh boy.
oh. Psychic shit, psychic shit.
Plus
I'm
20.
gonna re-roll. Oh wait, that
You got
passes.
plus
Then.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you pick it up, you'd be able to feel like it's similar to like what like the ship feels like, that kind of like sounds like the warp being inside of it kind of thing, but more acute. Like something, it seems like there is some kind of tech in this gun that utilizes the warp, which is very rare tech. Technically heretical, depending on exactly what it does, but there are some stuff that kind of uses warp stuff to do things. Generally, like psychic related stuff, like psychic weapons, well, that use like special kind of psychic reactive crystals. Yeah, it does something. You can't tell exactly what it does. You could roll a tech use to try and figure that out. It does something with the warp inside of this gun.
Okay. Very, very interesting.
So what is it?
It appears to be a weapon of, well, this bolt gun. It's special. Usually weapons of the warp, they have, well, it's
And
usually
as you see a screen kind of turns on the back of it, like where in games is like an ammo counter in games, kind of like a screen there turns on. It says new prints activated, voice recognition accepted.
What did it say? I'm sorry, kind of glitchy.
New fingerprints registered, voice activation accepted.
Oh,
And then you see like a small like says the bottom commands, and it's like in a box, so you can tap
Damn,
it.
this shit biocoded.
wow. Okay. It appears that the weapon is heavily modified and warp infused, but it's not possessed by any demonic presence.
Huh.
That makes it quite rare. My God, my emperor.
And yeah, just some like looking at the gun, you could see a few things. There's like some like writing on the side, kind of like on the bit, and then kind of down the magazine. So on the side it says the Dread Judge, but the A is like faded out and you can't really see it. And kind of like down the magazine, it's a lot more faded than the rest of it, seeming like that bit was held a lot more. So it's like fairly faded out, you can't make out every word.
I am T. Can't make that out. E. L. Shit, too stretched out. W.
Hmm.
Maybe it's some form of code. Ugh.
Let's hope that the orc doesn't break it when we show it to him.
I think it would be best if we held on to this for our own safekeeping, to at least we get a better understanding of what it does.
Everyone quickly figuring
And
out
yes,
it's
you
not
can
the
see
best
that, like,
idea to
on the
show
screen that
everything to the orc.
Yeah, see, like on that little screen, it says commands, and it's clearly like something that you can tap. So, like, presumably, if you tap that, it'll bring up like a list of commands that you can give the gun.
I'll look at. Yeah, I'll give it a quick tap.
So, yeah, it comes up with a list. It doesn't tell you what they do, but it gives you the list. Let me just write that up.
We both have literacy, so at least we can read.
Yeah. I'm
Like
afraid
how
one of them is
literacy
going
is-
to be like explode, and it's going to be, if we say it, it's going to explode in like a mini warp portal. Just like, oh fuck!
I like how in the 41st millennium people have reverted to not knowing how to read as much.
Commands: knife, scope, silencer, shredder, incendiary tips. Okay, so
AP
shredder
high
and
explosive.
down. I'm assuming that those are the ammo types. Silent.
Seems to be.
Silent.
Yeah, as you say silent, you see this like the barrel at the end kind of extends out and pops out, seemingly making a silencer.
Suppressor.
All right. Be careful what you say.
Oh my god, this. Oh my emperor, this is. Oh. I think. Yeah, whatever you find in the navigator well, is going to be yours, my friend. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Just. Malachi's like looking at gushing over this pistol, just like. I am so glad that I know how to use this.
You have training in bolt pistols?
Universal pistol and universal basic.
Nice.
Well, someone seems happy.
Well, trust me, my friend. If we can't find anything, then I'll let you have it. Because I know that you use your weapons more than, well, your mind. Well, you do use your mind quite a bit. Anyways, let's carry on, shall
Of
we?
course. Of course. And we
Now
just
Malachi
kinda
doesn't
go
just
to
have to
the-
stun lock people, he can blam people too.
yeah.
My
The only
Congo.
problem I have is that the only problem my abilities have is that they work against certain targets, but yeah.
So yeah,
No
you guys
worries.
heading up to the navigator blister?
Yep.
So as you guys head up to there, we'll cut over to Gizmek,
Yeah, that's fine with me.
heading to the infirmary
I,
with a
Seems everything.
quite nervous medic in tow.
So we head on over to the infirmary, and I'm basically just dragging him along like, "Alright,
Yeah, he's
patch me up better."
yeah. As you get up to the infirmary, the door's closed, but seemingly not locked. So you tap the thing and it slides open. You can see that this is like the room is kind of like slanted, like to the side a bit, but not enough that you like fall. Basically, like all of like the loose equipment are kind of like against the far wall. So maybe it just slid down there over time. You can see like a bed that's kind of like lying into the thing. There's a few like dark stains around it. You can see this like large machine above it with like all of these arms like ending in various kind of like medical implements.
Gizmek pulls out, I'm assuming I have some sort of like flashlight or something on me. So I'm gonna,
Yeah, you've got a torch.
so we gotta take out torch. We gotta point it in there, and we gotta point it at this thing with all the limbs.
Yeah.
Get a better
As
look
you,
at
like,
it.
Scan up at that. Yeah, as you point the light up, you can see like a head and like torsos kind of built into the roof. It seems to be some form of servitor kind of built into like the ceiling of like all of these medical use arms.
Gizmek squints his eyes and says, "That's a weird sort of me."
And you've seen servitors before. They're basically everywhere in the Imperium.
Yeah. Gizmek turns to the other guy
And
and
as you
just
like
like,
shout that up, you see like the head kind of twitches and turns and like very jerkily looks towards you. It's like operation needed.
"Now if you're gonna talk like that."
Lie down on seat. And, like, twitching, shifting around.
Gizmek turns to look at me, just like, "You get built these things, what do you think?"
I ain't seen one of those before.
Hmm.
Normally they're not built into the ceiling. I've seen some they normally just carry the shit.
I see. Gizmek pulls out his
I
bolt
wouldn't
gun
trust it, but it's up to you.
Gizmek pulls out his bolt gun and shoots the ceiling.
You shooting the servitor or the ceiling?
The ceiling where the servitor is.
So are you trying to like basically destroy the servitor, or are you just shooting the wall next to it to see how it reacts?
I shoot next to it at first as like a warning
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, you shoot next to it. It doesn't react at all. It, like jerks and shifts and moves again.
What kind of operations you doing?
What do you require?
Not being a hit.
What is the extent of your injuries? I think it's
Can't
like
you see?
shifts down a bit. Lie down on the table. It's still like jerking a bit, seemingly his voice is stabilized somewhat.
Gizmek looks at him and he's just like, "Can I do a tech to see if Gizmek can sort of instinctively know how badly this thing is malfunctioning, like a tech use kind of deal.
Yeah,
Or
you can try.
would it be a tech use, or would it be more like a common lore tech?
This would be a tech use to be know into how broken it is, or if it even is broken.
All right.
Yeah. With
1
that,
point.
it's just a pattern of rust on it, and you see a bit flaking off. So the thing seems to be mostly working, and the jerkiness is because parts of it are rusted and not moving properly. So that seems to be mostly what its weirdness is. It seems to be working fine, just hasn't moved in a while. Although you're not sure if it's made for orc physiology.
What
But that is
is?
similar on a human that probably would work.
Gizmek looks up and just you ever work on orcs before?
So you see the eyes shift color, orc mode activated.
Orc mode.
What is your injury?
Got beat up by a kid. Fucked up my leg.
Understood. Orc injury, orc weapon injury to leg. Lie down on the table.
Oi. Gizmek turns to look at the other guy. He's just can I assume that since I'm a mech boy, I probably have some sort of oil on me, or that my combi tool would work in some way. Basically, I'm going to toss it. I'm going to toss it to him. I'm just be oil up the rusty bits while he's working. All right.
Yeah, so he kind of takes that and it's okay.
Gizmek
He
just
does that.
Gizmek would be skipping, but his leg's fucked up, so he sort of limps over to the table and lies down really hard.
As you lie down, this probably 20 armed servitor just kind of comes down from the ceiling. So, the back of it still connects, kind of leaning forward, and the arms are extending. It's the head of it's probably I've got a couple foot away, but it's got really long arms. And you come down, and one a needle comes towards your neck.
Yeah, I'd rather feel the whole thing.
Understood. And then he retracts backward before stabbing you. So that kind of shifts and starts to get to work on your leg. And roll me a toughness with a +20 because you are an orc and you are very tough.
Grits his teeth. 0.8.
It gets to work. Starts these things come down, kind of cut your boots off, removing the boots so you can get at your skin better because you didn't remove them first.
Gizmek doesn't care. He'll make new ones.
Yeah, and it sounds going away. It's cutting away some dead flesh and bandaging stuff, injecting some stuff. Yes, and he starts just working away at you, and we'll see what that result is in a bit. As you'll cut over to Holt and the Wanderers.
Oh yeah, remembering that my legs are fucking bionic.
Mm-hmm. Well, they wouldn't be fully bionic.
Yeah,
they're just implanted in the leg. Yeah, it's kind of built into the bones and parts of the muscle and that.
Augmentations, not replacements.
Yeah, you're not full cyborg yet.
Yeah. All right. Now would be the it would be Yosef.
Yosef. Yeah.
Yep. So you guys heading down to the cargo hold. Yeah. As you guys reach down there, you find the portal into it, which kind of takes a minute as it seems to be stuck. It's you kind of hit the button to open it, it goes up for a bit, and then kind of spits sparks and stops. It's the soldiers kind of have to work up to kind of pry it up and hold it up for you. But yeah, it's not too hard. It's just a bit annoying. And then you guys start heading down. You kind of come out into this very wide open space, as it is a very large cargo hold that's probably about the size of most houses. A house, you could fit a house in. Just full house, just shove it in. It'd fill up the cargo hold. It's fairly big for a ship of its size.
I'd whistle, but I'm pretty sure nobody would hear me in one Well, I mean, we
I
are
knew you.
inside a room, so and we're not in the void, so
Things are
sounded
echoing.
probably
Slightly.
yeah.
Yeah, you're at the top of some like winding down staircase.
I was still thinking I had my suit on, but I don't. So yeah, it'd
You-
be a
you
bit
got took that
muffled because my mask is up, but a very muffly, echoey whistle would probably come out still. But I'd let out a muffled whistle at the expanse of the room, at least.
Like, it's all just like scanning their like flashlights around. And you can see this open space, and you see like down at the bottom there is a tank. Actually, there are two tanks. One is the vehicle with a gun and all that on top of it. Seems like a very old like model of tank, not a Lehman Russ, some other that you don't recognize. Is kind of plopped in this cargo hold, which no way in hell you get that out of here.
Yeah,
I want it.
Unfortunately.
sadly.
Yeah, it's way too deep in to get it out. And then
can't-
the other tank you see seems to be like an actual like fish tank, but bigger. It's kind of against the wall. It is like feel like it the liquid inside is like green and bubbly, and it's hard to see what's inside of it.
I mean, I'll go over. I'll go over to both tanks. Actually,
Confirm.
like, I'll go to the big tank and I'll see if I can get inside of it. See.
You go up and you see like there's a hatch on the top, which you like climb up onto. Yes,
Yeah.
it's rusted. You can like you pull in, like snap the rust off and get it open. Yeah, it's very much like it's kind of like a modern tank kind of style. It's like very cramped inside.
Yeah, I'll just look around a little bit, see if there's anything that looks valuable. If I can detach like the tank arm to see if I can just get like a portable las cannon or something.
No, this thing is not made to be taken apart. It's made to just be a tank.
Damn.
I was actually thinking the same thing, to be honest, to see if you could scrap out on it off of it.
Doesn't have to be made to be taken apart to be taken apart.
It seems to have like, and it's also not a las cannon. It's got like an auto cannon on the top and then a couple heavy bolters on the sides.
I mean,
So-
yeah, if we could take the heavy bolters, that'd be fun too.
Yeah, it does. Like they don't have like triggers to shoot with, like built into the tank. It's possible you could get those off, but you need someone who's pretty good at tech, and then it'd be a lot of like altering them once you get back.
Sorry, my
Yeah.
throat wasn't very clear.
Yeah, man, if only we had someone who was here right now who could
Mm.
take their time to deal with that. Man, such a shame.
Guess we just need to leave it here.
Yeah, so it's gonna be go in a minute. So say I got an idea for a bit of a small cliffhanger. So you can like get out of that tank, realizing that you'll probably need a gizmech to deal with this. And the place is empty aside from the fish tank.
I was gonna go up to that fish tank actually, and I don't know if the outside is as grimy as
minute.
the inside.
Yeah. So you guys approach the tank.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Gonna
Yeah,
go up
as
to
you
it and
get
maybe
as you get
knock on
Yeah.
it.
Hi, I'm Howard. Seemingly coming from like a couple like speakers kind of built into the side of it.
Interesting.
You can like peer at it closely, you see kind of coming to the front of it is an octopus. And then we can finish things up there because the baby is really insistent. So we can pick it up from there next time.
Alright,
See you,
Alright.
see you next
good
week.
session.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh boy. The call of the baby. It's almost
Yeah,
like the call
4
of
times
Cthulhu,
now?
but worse.
I just love hearing the doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah, I'm picturing
Rebounding
baby.
off the walls.
Ah,
Yeah.
God damn it. Ah, God damn it. That was a fun session, but
Too many interruptions, man. Too many interruptions.
Yeah. It seems like somebody needs to not be in a family. Who would expect family to exist? How dare they?
Yeah. Damn responsibilities.
Damn life.
Damn
Yeah.
babies.
Damn them all to hell. Send her straight to the warp. Alright. I like how he talks such shit about the baby, but she is literally just a baby.
Yeah.
She's like a baby, she just wants to play with her brother. Like, I would do the same shit. We would all do the same shit if we were that old. Just like, oh, I want to play. Alright.
Yeah.
Spins around. Child, I will send you to the void.
It has been a lovely time, ladies and gentlemen. I too believe that I will be resuming play with two of you in a more video game sense later this evening.
Wait, wasn't it like in an hour?
Yeah, hence why I said later this
In
evening.
about an hour or two.
Oh.
It's at 4.
Understandable.
We're ending at like 2, so it's about an hour 50.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we were giving you enough time to actually get a proper meal.
I need a succulent meal.
Yes, suck. But yeah, so at 4 p.m. I'm going to be doing Call of Duty with these nerds, and we're actually going to be trying to do the Easter egg in the current map before the new map comes out on the 4th next month. So there's that. But this has been fun, and I am looking forward to seeing whether or not Gizmek comes out of this with like a fucking turkey foot or some shit. I don't know.
Oh,
There's a very specific reason I had Gizmek be like, yeah, don't put me under anesthetic. I want to feel all this.
Stuff
He's
Can
an
wake up.
orc. Of
With the
course, you want to
tentacle.
kill it all.
I-
Oh god.
At the very least, I am cutting off both of those fucking heavy bolters and using those for my 2B fucking kill a can.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
very upset
God.
if I get turned into a hentai.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Howard.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
if we get turned into tentacle porn next week, that'll be interesting. Might have to change the rating on the stream.
Before we all, including the orc,
Don't
get
worry,
turned to
Mike.
Slaneshi, and this just gets converted to a Dark Heresy
Oh
campaign.
god.
I would love it for the orc is just underneath anesthesia getting surgery. Fucking Malukai and Sator are just like, I want the bolt pistol. No, I want the bolt pistol. No, I want the bolt pistol. Then fucking Holtz and Joseph are like running in the cargo hall, just like, ah! It's like a giant
Tentacles!
tentacle trying to come out and grab them.
God damn. All right. Well, with that note in the back of your minds, chat. Thank you very much for dropping by. We hope you enjoyed. Everyone, say bye.